walk through the east, hear the cars on the 5, you can see in the streets what this neighborhood means to a brother. So I'm headed down Santa Barbara for y'all to get the message. You need to see Kevin ride around in his Cutlass, wet on shooting hoops, but always ready to function. Slide to Al Burgers for some grub Balboa. Always got the liquor on deck, don't need a soda. Then I'm walking down Mission, but I go against traffic. I know some people wanted me dead, the shit is tragic. Being out the way for a couple of months, but the shit still in me, I ain't never gon' front. If I leave my son at home, then it's way too high. Spot the opposition in a second of the cops. Something about the gang unit makes me do a double take, but I'm never slipping cause the streets got me wide awake. When I'm gone, please don't reconsider your love for me. If I go now, body cold as winter, finish like I leave. Women always hitting me up because they want to cuff a nigga with potential. I'm calling they bluff. I never got attention like this in the past as a young gang member who was ready to blast. OPD only wanted me for me, ironically, and now everybody can see the changes that I made cause I ain't out running. Drunk off of E&J, I'm coming from nothing. I slept outside in the park trying to figure out how I'm still here on earth to work some figures out. Put my son to bed, kiss him on his forehead, walk around the city, heard another friend dead. All I could do is pray for the streets, cause God forbid one day it's gonna be me. Lord, take my soul when it's time to go. Until then, I'm trying to live my life on the low. When I'm gone, please don't reconsider your love for me. If I go now, body cold as winter, finish like I...
Brother.
Yes, because Robert Reese's Hot Facts. Hot Facts is the official news station of the gig economy. I say that everybody knows that. He's the official news station of the gig economy. He does all genres. He does delivery, food, he does real life, he does music, he does social stuff, he does government, political, conversation. So for Robert Reese to be on this live stream, to me, it's major. It's major to me because this guy is somebody who would take, like you said, images and everything you do from your channel. And he has a much broader audience than I got. I mean, this dude, Robert Reese is running 2-3 million views on shit all the time. The dude's his shorts go viral nonstop. No matter where he touches stuff on Facebook, Instagram, he touches stuff on TikTok. Whatever he touches is going to go nuts. So when I tell you, when you take pictures of the faces of these people fighting for this money, somebody who's upset that they got to move out of their apartment because of Uber and Lyft screwed them over, Robert Reese would take that and run with it. He'd take an end.
Hot fact. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and add you on my other phone. Hot facts
with Robert Reese.
Facts with Robert Reese. Damn, he pulled right on up. You know what I think I seen? Alright, here you go. Y'all go ahead and go subscribe to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. He dropping some knowledge.
Hey, this is KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hi, you are watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. All right, so I'll go from here. My goodness. Ooh, that was a lot of dialogue right there. That was a lot of dialogue that was a lot of dialogue. Okay. Oh my goodness, yep. Okay. He said, dude, you've been muted the whole time. That's so crazy. Alrighty then. All right. I gotta go. Okay. That's diabolical. Someone said that. That is diabolical because it should have been fixed. But let's go ahead and start back over and go from here. Now, for those of you watching right now, you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. I am the official news channel of the gig economy. I've been driving since 2014. I've been a part of this, the whole movement of being your own boss, sales position. I have had every job that there is. Started off working with my grandfather in our bait and tackle shop, Price Bait and Tackle, in one of the 5 white cities, originally around the Hollywood, Lakewood, Maywood, Inglewood, part of those in California during the Watts riots right there. My grandfather was the first black person to have a license to buy and sell guns in the whole state of California. We started off working early, being the only blacks in the white area. Moved in and get, okay, did all of that. Grew up in LA from the the urban hills, went ahead, was able to get all of that, learn to actually going and doing the home security. Home security, your alarm systems from your homes, to moving shutters, they're doing everything it is for a home to make it all the way there. Did all of that. Went into going into the actual, the realm of being a professional fundraiser, working and raising a lot of money, being a manager and leader of my teams, heading things up. I'll have teams and other assistants there from the World Life help me see Wounded Warrior Project, all of those, and the ASPCA. Raised a lot of money, being late to put for tablets to go ahead and help. I've done it all. I've done all the work to going door to door, and for extermination, you want to get I chose the gig economy because we get the finance world. The finance realm, meaning that we are dealing with money. I came in, and I want to give a shout out to Mike Drop BBQ Jeff. He's been rocking with Hot Facts since I started in.
it was his first interview with Rideshare Rodeo, which is crazy because when I came in and didn't have any subs, because of the information I was putting out on how to use your skills, how to use your sales, how to use yourself to make more money, go do that and you can turn these orders into higher paying orders. I was doing rideshare first, and from 2 a.m. until about 7 a.m., people driving from the desert to the city. So go ahead and do it. And I transition all those people over to a managed service agreement. Meaning that I'm making all that money myself, then I'm going to do my W-2 as me going ahead and making these orders. I would have fired 70% of the gig people out there doing these jobs. Easy. Easy peasy. We got a great show because not only am I going to be able to, when I came into this and they were saying I'm a clown because the orders coming in was what we had. I put up a video when I first started coming in. I was putting up Les Smith and other motivational, inspirational videos for people who were involved in the finance realm. Before you go ahead and start your day, you got to get that video in to get your to get your blood going so that you can make sales. You can hit that phone and dial 300 numbers in a day just to get those 3-4 sales in that day. You go dial 300 numbers all day. You're gonna, oh, you hit that pile, ain't nothing there. You're gonna go back behind these people. That's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. I've done it. I've done it. I might be in a bad area, I don't know, but oh well. Yeah, no video. Yeah, we all good. Hold up. Oh wow. Says it's breaking up and it's really bad. You know what? Let me this is StreamYard. This is StreamYard. StreamYard's acting up. Do we got sound in? Are we good, y'all? Oh man, let me tell you, hey man, this might be a StreamYard strike starting. This might be StreamYard strike. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yup says, yeah, he got those there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I spoke. Yeah, no, longer than that. The live was on. I played some videos and did that. And on my end, StreamYard was telling me it's all the way good. Thank you, Roy. Thank you, TFT. Thank you, Yup. I went back and I saw, and I was like, dang, and someone was trying to talk some crap in between that, and Jeffrey told them to slap themselves. So thank you, Jeffrey, for telling them to slap themselves. We about to get into this right now. Ooh-wee. I'm not about to start all the way over, because I gave some, man, it would have made, somebody would have clipped that and put that for someone's motivational speech for the day. For those of you who have been here the whole time waiting because you see the title and what's going on, I thank you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. This happens every now and then, people. When you go live, anything can happen. So, but the show will go on. I was so close. I was this close to erasing the whole thing and then doing it all the way over, but then that would have took more time, and then more time, and then all of a sudden, bada boom, bada bing. Whoo! Thank you guys. Hit that like button when you come on in. The official news channel of the gig economy. Team Hot Facts, we on board right here. We about to get it in. My goodness. My goodness. All right. So let me go to the title of this. I said I was speaking for all of that stuff, and then I got to get to this now. For the gig world, are we slaves? Rideshare Rodeo throws shots, and he threw some major shots. And then we got a content creator who pushes the racial boundaries. We're going to be getting into all of this. I have footage of everything. I'll be breaking this down. Now, I will start off by saying this. I've been a hard worker for the gig economy. I will just start off by telling you I am the most hated man in the whole gig economy. People say why? The reason is I came in teaching people how this is your own personal business and how much money you can make for yourself. What you should do to be transitioning clients over for whatever else it is. I used to drive for rideshare from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. and I would spend that time to figure out who's going from the desert to the city to go ahead and work. I transitioned those clients over to my personal clientele there. I made all the money I needed for the day or the next couple of days in that day. And then when I got done at 7 a.m., I would turn on my app. I turn it on enough time to, well, after you drop the kids off at school and do that stuff, you turn on your app. Then that's when you do your medical patient rides and this and that. Then you're doing your food deliveries. When I started, I was doing the Postmates, DoorDash, then Uber Eats. I then got into the Walmart Spar. I was in Best Deliveries, and I was actually picking up orders for certain restaurants as me selling myself to
to create my own business, taking money away from certain drivers because it's my business and I'm an independent contractor. And I was using that as a write-off as well because I documented all of that money there. All right. So me coming in like that, I was telling people how I take $3 orders, $4 orders, and I turn them into $15 and $20 orders. They had something called no tip, no trip. We don't take anything unless we're paid for it. They develop apps to hack into the personal information of customers. They made apps to go ahead and grab items before other drivers. They've done everything. I was against the whole thing. I've always been, as a business, a real business, making the money and doing it yourself and showing you guys how to do it. I was put on a no work clause with the largest channels out there, but somehow they still end up working with me, but would not let me in certain doors. So I have to go around loops to give you guys the real information. I was the only person going in to showing all of what's going on with the news on all aspects. Okay. I am currently right now the only content creator that is a driver and the business owner that is going up and interviewing and speaking to migrants who don't know the language, speaking to people who are renting out accounts and things like that. These other people are just bringing it up saying it's hurting us. I'm doing the full out job for all of us. Yesterday's interview, I would say talk one-on-one, mic drop BBQ, who's been watching HotFacts and supporting since day one. I'm one of maybe 5 of his moderators, and I do a moderator's job. There were questions going on with what was going on there, and I was putting links and things like that for the viewers watching Jeff, while also doing some other things as what a moderator does. When you have a wrench, you have to understand the channel and how to help the channel in all aspects, especially when the host is involved in the one-on-one. Okay? This interview or one-on-one should have happened a long time ago. Funny thing is, I had my one-on-one with Rideshare Rodeo, and they were highlighting the fact that I preach the business and the skills. And while on his own live stream, I'm telling them how I treat it like canvassing. My job is to win over every house that I go into. They broke down and asked me everything that there is. But then I became the most hated man after that. He's definitely not going on with the no tip, no trip, the Para, the Duh app, the Maximo, or any of that stuff that was brought up in the video yesterday about how the gig apps are taking the money from you and how you should make them more for yourself. Well, if I came into the gig space already teaching you guys to maximize from the jump, I don't got to come into the space and tell you guys that they are stealing money from us. I'm telling you how to go get your money yourself. Now it's a big thing and no one wants to hear the king, the clown, and everything else. But I was so glad this happened yesterday because several things happened. Right there, Rodeo, Gary Middleton sent me a copyright infringement thing here on YouTube. And YouTube backed me up and said that he is dead wrong. I broke down the Maximo app, the Duh app, and his other apps to see what they are doing for the gig community. The funniest thing is they play a video from someone that says in the video with information that he provides that we have third-party people making apps as bot grabbers and doing things. Gary Middleton is inside the comment section on Steve Rideshare Rodeos. And let me read you, you know what? We finna start like this. Let me read you what Gary Middleton wrote on Rideshare Rodeos. Okay? Let me read you the comment because while I was watching on Jeff's Mic Drop BBQ, I named the apps that were a part of that are taking the apps as bot grabbers and using AI to get orders ahead of time. While that's going on, this is what Gary Middleton put. Okay. Let me go ahead, go live yesterday. Let me go ahead. Jeff's interview thing is right here.
Let me go ahead and do all this. Let me hit this. Let me go to comments. All right, y'all. While I'm saying in mic drop BBQ, when that video was going on, now I'm dropping in some important questions and doing insights, and Rideshare Rodeo was one of the ones that helped take my information about what they should do for GigCon 2, deliver it to Pedro, and stop the unity that I said, let's get us all together and do something. He blocked it. I shared the text messages and everything. All right. So all the time that I'm talking and giving this good, trying to ask real questions, he then focuses on Sam Lee, which let me know that he is watching, because he even says, and I'm going to play it for you guys. He says, I'm looking at the comments, which means he saw all of mine before Sam started talking. No word clause with hot facts, and he did it, but he could not stop me because Jeff had it streaming on his own. So I'm over there as one of his moderators. I'm the one that shared the Dumpling app link, and without me, I didn't say one word. Jeff said, yes, Robert just shared the Dumpling link. You said, yes, Robert shared it, but what? Motherfucker, I ain't say nothing about nothing. You can't try to say Robert shared it, but I ain't say what it is, what it was. You instantly tried to go in to try to make something about hot facts. I am the news, motherfucker. I am the news. We breaking this down. We breaking this down. I'm going to read you from Gary Middleton. The gig apps want to copy my app's features because they know drivers are wanting them so they can make decisions faster. He put a laughing, crying thing. Just think how much more I could do for drivers if the platforms would partner with me instead of fighting against. Now, during the video that went up, one of the main issues were people like Gary Middleton's app that float on the border to where it's almost legal, but it's not. This is why I'm the news. We go break this shit on down. We go break this shit on down. I'm asking questions. He's ignoring, and he hates Sam Lee so bad, but he wants to be so high and above everything. He wants to call out Sam Lee for something Sam Lee said, and Sam Lee was speaking about the guy in the video, but because Jeff and both Rideshare Rodeo, we all know who he is. He wants to tarnish Sam. But I got to say this one thing about Sam Lee. Sam Lee is under 24 years old. He owns his own house. He's got about $70,000 in Bitcoin. He walks around with like $6,000 in cash. Sam Lee makes at least $2,100 a week. Sam Lee travels in his own car to go to your GigCon and your conferences, and you guys ban him. He shows up even though you guys hate him. He spends the time to say, I'm a real gig worker, and you neglect him. I got to say at least that about Sam. He does what even your own followers will not do. All Sam said was this, Rideshare Rodeo. I work for Amazon also. Sam does damn near all the apps. All the apps you do, Sam does. He just so happens to work for another app that was put in the video. He didn't say nothing about the other apps. It was just about the Amazon. He said, and you will see in my video here, I highlighted them, and you will see them. He said, I work for Amazon. He's lying to spew things for his video for views. Sam didn't say anything about any of the other apps. He spoke up about an app that he actually works with. You didn't want to highlight that, but the news will. Now, while you were telling Jeff how to transition people over and what you do yourself, I've been speaking about that for a long time. But you were part of the people that said, yeah, don't listen to him and do all the other stuff. But Jeff and I speak about that all the time. So while you're saying this, that's what we do. Then I got you on here saying that there's people that don't go out there and get the news first. They hear it from me and you first, Jeff. Well, if that was the case, why is it his first time ever being a part and having a one-on-one with you? And I had it instantly when I first dropped off the porch.
You got to answer that for yourself, Rideshare Rodeo. You were part of the propaganda. You don't like Sam Lee because Sam Lee, his information was breached while downloading and participating in an app that Gary created. What they spoke about in that video, third parties creating apps and information and things like that going nuts, and then they make it all bad. Sam Lee's information was breached and he spoke about it publicly. Gary's your boy. Gary sent me a copyright infringement and YouTube went back and said, I'm telling the truth. I give the correct news. And that is really why you, when I said, damn, I wrote my question again and left out one part. I said, since he can see the comments, then you put the comment on the screen and still didn't even answer the question because there is a no work clause that your group put in with Hot Facts. You were so upset that Jeff has real moderators like myself and we work together to help and I do things. You couldn't shut me up. I went over to your live stream and typed in hi and it was not there. I went right back over to Jeff's to prove my point, and I was talking over there because I knew you would duck everything I got. Thank you, Jeff, for saying Reese put the link up. Rideshare Rodeo, you cannot silence the news. People, we got a great show today. We got a great show today. Am I on there good?
What do you mean, the audio?
Yeah, can you hear me good? The whole time, were you listening? Am I on there good? All right. So I'm about to start playing some video. Switch this thing on over so I'll hop on in. I'm about to start playing some video, and if you're ready for the videos, we go get right on into them. We got a content creator who is pushing the racial boundaries. He also delivers pancakes to your house, French toast to your 80-year-old moms who just get done with silver sneakers. We're gonna have a debate about that. We're gonna talk about that. If you ready with the whole program, and we ain't Stone Cold Steve Austin, but give Reese a hell yeah, or give me a one in the chat. Give me something. Give me something. Hopefully I was on and I wasn't off. Hopefully I was on and I wasn't off because I'm, yeah, but okay. Yep said we don't need to be in a gig world. We are slaves. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start off with, and then check this out. I'm talking about Rideshare Rodeo first. I'm going to play my first. What I did was from the whole hour, I took some things that I wanted to be highlighted. We're going to watch those first. Then we're going to get into, you know what? Yeah. All right. I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to do it just like this. We're going to play the first part of Rideshare Rodeo and Steve and Jeff on the parts I took out, because you guys will understand what I'm talking about now. And then I'll be able to break that down a little more. I'm going to get into Torp. Dude just went, I took out from 25 minutes. I took out some things that he's serious. And from there, we're going to get back into the Rideshare Rodeo and Mic Drop BBQ. And I'm going to play the live stream minus the 8-minute video that did go in there because I can speak about those things. And Gary vouched because he left a comment based upon what I did. We're going to do all that. We'll get into Sam Lee. We'll do all of that. But people, and we got to get into Rideshare Rodeo saying that him and Jeff are the first people to drop the news, and then we all go ahead and do the thing. I'm the first person to drop the news on Australia going into the whole country being that. I'm the first person to start talking about the Vietnam and all the Asian countries. I'm the person that before you guys were doing Atlanta Delivers, I was already over there
with OG Ryder and the people in the UK putting up stuff there. I'm the person that brought up the signal jamming, how it happened there first, then came over here. I'm the person that put up Dash Gordon, who helps out the mentally ill, dresses up in a costume and does this thing. I'm the person that shows you guys that we got drivers that run into burning buildings to save people, CPR and everything. I had an issue with that, but we are all in competition and you throw shots, which is why I get a chance to react. So let's get on into this part right here, and let's get into the rideshare rodeo and Jeff part. And people, I'm the most hated guy in the whole gig space because I challenge everything that they speak of, and they're speaking about how to do what I do now. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to take me off here. I'm going to get into this first rideshare rodeo part. And people, for those of you who don't know, everything on my show, I am the news, I teach, is information, everything is there. Check out my description. Check out the description of every single video. Copyright 107. Everything that we do here is in terms of fair use. We do not violate any of the policies. Make sure you do the exact same thing for your channel. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Continue to grow. The story of gig economy platforms is a story of broken promises, of opportunities turned into traps, and of a system that, if not corrected, continues to allow the alleged corruption to grow unchecked. My name is Louis Bertie. Here I leave you a related video. And if you like this, one, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tackled all quickly. I see a couple comments. I'm really glad that this guy. I know you know Luis, and you know, but yeah, it's all real. Because I saw another comment from Sam that, man, Sam, come on, bro.
He's feeling. I know it, but see, most of us who do ride share and we've driven it, we know Sam is just saying that shit for attention. Honestly,
oh, I know. I'm just pointing out to everybody else listening. Luis is one of the most honest shooters there is. In fact, him and his family, he can't do gig work right now in Houston.
Damn.
There's people watching.
No matter, you have a right. Honestly, you have a right not to say anything because it's the Fifth Amendment. The plea, you have a right to not say anything. They have to prove that what is under your name actually came from you as a person. They got to prove that. Now, when you automatically agree to say, "Hey, that's me," I did. Now it's like self-incrimination.
Get into 100 other things with Jeff, but we'll do another one soon.
Oh yeah. I
just wanted to scratch the surface. We had been talking about this for a while, so we've scratched the surface now. Now we can come back with some real bad details, especially post-election when the trolls go away a little bit.
This is gonna be good.
Because I'm like you, dude. I don't mind burning it to the ground. Yeah,
and I'm like, you know what? If it happens,
like, I don't want to hurt. I'm not saying same thing I said about the grenade in the don't trash it for everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to trash it for everybody, but I'm all about if they're going to play like this, let's call them out. Let's burn them to the ground.
Yeah, and like I said, I just say what everybody sees as being the obvious, and they don't like it when people speak about the obvious. They want to, label it conspiracy theory, but then when it comes out to be true, they don't ever want to say that they were wrong about it the whole time. They just move to the next, labeling something wrong. It's like, dude, these are not theories out here. We have a right, an American right, to speak about something that we have a hypothesis about. So, I ain't gonna tear up YouTube too bad.
Yeah, no. But you guys, thanks for joining us. Jeff, thanks for joining both channels. Thanks for joining. This is the kind of collabs we need. Too many content creators hear things I say or Jeff says, and they regurgitate them. And I don't mean this mean. Well, yeah, I do. Because they say it wrong. Yeah. Don't be regurgitating if you don't understand what we're talking about.
Comprehension, man.
Email me. Email Jeff. I know he's open to an email.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Ask him a question before you make something that's completely wrong because you heard something and took it the wrong way.
Yep. You got to understand the depth of it. And I tell people all the time, man, it's all about comprehension. And once you comprehend something, you understand it. You don't have to memorize it. There's levels to it. And I always wear a shirt that says there's levels to this. Understand how deep some of this stuff can go. And just like I said, shoot Steve an email. Say, hey, man, I heard you say something. What did you mean? He'll dive deeper into it with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll even make a video about it because
I might not even have the answer, but I've done this enough times where I might go, oh, that's a great question. I'll start here, and then I'll give them a little tidbit of information. They'll run with that. They'll tell me something. It's a collaborative. Like they don't think they can do it, and I push them in the right direction. And they're like, wait, I can look this up myself. I'm like, yeah, duh.
Yeah, research all the time, man, all the time. Yeah, thank you. Go Gig It Run, man. Like I said, we'll have.
This is the kind of collabs we need. Too many content creators hear things I say or Jeff says, and they regurgitate them. And I don't mean this mean. Well, yeah, I do, because they say it wrong.
Now, can you hear me up there? You guys gotta understand this part here. How he said, well, I don't mean this, but then he says, yeah, I do. He wanted to be mean. It doesn't matter how someone comes across when they're throwing their shots. He's throwing shots out there. Now, there are things that go on in the gig community that if you want to get more about the legislation and things going on in certain parts, you can go to Steve. He'll handle those. There's so much news out there and things that go on that we have all given things information about that none of us has stepped on each other's shoes about. Now, there are certain things that we do go over that is universal in the gig space. So I would like to just let him know that don't just tie you and Jeff into people just regurgitating. Now, we do have people that are trying to develop rideshare channels and things like that, but it's so hard to reciprocate what someone does because it's not you. People just got to go ahead and come into their own. Don't discourage people to not look at other people's content and say, hey, I learned that from you. Since I learned that from you, I dug in a little bit deeper, and this is what I have. And I found this out. And that's how they get their own thing. But just don't discourage other people who want to be like a news source in a space. Remember, I created my own lane. And I might be the only person that cares about what happens around the world, because if it's happening around the world and our US dollar keeps dropping, we go fall right into the loop. We go be like them other countries. So if I'm giving you guys what we got to do to try to save ourselves, then that's what we got to do. Now, transitioning clients over to make sure that you make all of your money. I've been preaching that from the jump. I strongly advise everyone to capitalize on what you can do for yourself. Smokey the Bear said only you can prevent forest fires. But Smokey didn't say that, hey, man, only you can make sure your pockets stay burning hot. He didn't say that part. You know why? They want us all to save everybody else and forget about what we can do for ourselves. And I never came into this game to do that. And I think it's a damn shame that it was Jeff's first time being on there. And I instantly appeared on there. I appeared on TNC radio. They put me through the whole gauntlet on who they wanted me to talk to until they figured out that, yeah, he's talking about making his own money and doing it like this. He's not talking about the no tip, no trip. He's talking about making money while working with the apps. You got to work with the apps to a certain degree and figure out what you can take out for yourself. They don't control everything, but we ain't supposed to be out here saying all of that to everybody. It's supposed to be up to you to figure out what we are saying in our messages. And you don't try to silence that information, then come out and say that, yeah, me and this other guy, people take about what we do and go from there. That is a damn lie. Give credit to where it's due. Give credit to your driver, Mike. People say, well, what is he here for? To do all the shit he does because you don't want to do all that shit. You're using what your driver, Mike, says to go see if what you got to put into it works. You got to give credit to all of that, man. You got to give credit. Now, my issue is here. He said, yeah,
I'm watching, I'm looking at some of the questions. My question for him right off the top was about the Dumpling app. I asked him the question. I said, on the Dumpling app, does anything go? Or are there any restrictions? And how is the customer service for the drivers? He refused to answer that. Then once he answered Sam, and Sam didn't even ask a question. Sam said, this guy's lying. I work for Amazon Flex and this happens. Sam didn't even ask a question, but he went in to break it up to talk about Sam when I'm asking a real legit question. That's how you know that there's a no work clause. Why would you stop and interrupt your damn interview or one-on-one to talk about Sam Lee if you don't like him that much? You fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Let's talk about this shit. That's so stupid. Then you said that you can add in whatever you do. Jeff said, so I can do auto work and I can go ahead and do it. He said, you can add that in. You can be a welder. I asked if there's any restrictions. Do you just add it in, or do you got to add your license? Do you got to add your credentials of the school you went to? Do you got to add that stuff in, or can you just do it and have someone sign a contract on there? Because that's all you need in America. The reason why you did not want to answer my question is because I was going to have follow-ups. And because you don't want to answer them, you bypass them to get mad at Sam Lee when he didn't even ask anything. What the fuck is that shit? Go look on your own shit. Then when I brought up Maximo in the Duh app, Gary Middleton goes and says, yeah, they don't want to work with me so that we can help everyone. They want to go against me. So if I said his apps and he said his apps, how am I lying? And why did you not say that out loud? But Gary said it himself. Motherfucker, I'm the real news. I watch everything. And this is what I don't like. Don't try to suppress information, especially on a fucking live event that you know how popular Jeff is with what he does. Jeff already knows Reese gonna be here watching and breaking it down. You know that too. So to have the channel that you know is gonna be in there to ask some real questions and then not even acknowledge them, you are the biggest motherfucking hater, and my news channel is way better than yours because we keep it real every time. Come on now. That's why I highlighted that shit. I highlighted that shit. That's called haterade. That's called haterade. And all of this is in fair use. Everyone can go back to timestamps and everything. I'm talking about it. I'll put the clips that I wanted you guys to see in here there. I'm gonna go over the whole entire interview one-on-one minus the 8-minute, the intro and the 8 minutes. So we're gonna be minus about 12 to 13 minutes there, and we're gonna get right into it. And then I'm gonna break it down line for line, so you guys can hear it live on the spot and then tell me I'm lying about the shit. If I'm the biggest clown, why is it so important to do what you call me a clown for now? I'm the person that was playing Les Smith in all the motivational speeches before. Y'all go type up right now, go to your search engine on YouTube, type up HotFacts adapting to change. I put the video up that shows that. They said because of the curve, if you are not willing to blow your business up to start from scratch, you will fail. Now you're on there saying that, hey, you got to be able to blow it up. But when I was saying that, you were saying I was a fucking idiot, but you say it out your damn mouth, Steve. You thought it was going to be all good and good for the gig world. It was good for the gig world. Some good information did come out. Y'all go get y'all money in 2025. But don't think that other information is out there that's not giving y'all the real, because he silenced it and now he's talking about doing it right now. And that came from HotFacts first. So like you said, they get our information, Jeff, and then they go regurgitate it. Quit regurgitating my shit. If y'all want to hear me break down that whole thing now, or do you want to hear Torp be racist and then the other shit? Y'all let me know in the chat. Give me a 1 for continue. If you want me to continue to get into rideshare rodeo and bring out all the positives about Jeff, leave me a 1. If you want me to get into the racism and Torp and pushing the racial boundaries, leave me a 2. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what's going on. Look, I got it going on right now. I want to go ahead and just deliver this shit. Let me see. Let me see. Hulk Smash said, give a 1. Oh, Necro. Oh, Necro. Okay, Necro gave a 2. Necro want to get into Torp. Necro want to get into Torp. Hulk was first. Tie goes to the runner there unless we get some more votes. The 1 is to continue with rideshare rodeo and mic drop BBQ. The 2 is to get into Torp and his ridiculous shit because we got that on here. Which one y'all want to do? You want to do the play-by-play first? It's 50 minutes of a play-by-play and it's like 3 minutes of Torp. What y'all want to do? Last chance. What y'all want to do? Because I'm about to go ahead. You know what? You know what? You know what? Hey, I got a question. You watching this on you on YouTube, right? Did they put this on Facebook too automatically?
Wait, what?
I think they got this motherfucker on Facebook too, and I didn't even put it up there. Well, Facebook, y'all got a free one in today because I wasn't planning on giving y'all live today, but y'all got one. Okay, Facebook. Facebook people are in the building. Facebook is watching this too. Okay, people, they are watching this too. Now, Hulk says 1. That's what I'm about to do. Oh, now Hulk says 2. Oh, all right, okay. We about to do it right here. We're about to get into Torp. I'm about to get back into rideshare rodeo and Jeff. I'm gonna go back in the comment section. Have Emilia go ahead. People, I didn't look at the comment section at all. I'm about to go back and reply to y'all. Sorry, but we had a communication issue with StreamYard and myself, and I had to keep going. I'm about to get into rideshare rodeo and Jeff right after this. Let's get into Torp being crazy. Yeah. Hulk said because it's less minutes, then we can continue with Jeff. Perfect. Yes, you already know, Hulk. Hulk, you already know. Hulk said, I'm in for this right here. I'm in for this. Now, people, content creator named Torp has been doing his thing. So controversial. So controversial. So controversial. My man's been he's so controversial, he don't care if he even get the information. He gonna talk about whatever else it is, and he don't know what the hell he talking about. He just does it just to do it. But what he did yesterday in a video, by far, by him playing with the N-word, this might make people think that he is all the way racist. And he sends a message to Flex, Jaded Driver, the DoorDash Revolution, and he uses racial slurs, or he almost used, actually, I'm gonna go out and he almost uses the N-word, but then he uses 2 racial slur statements in all of this. And my question is, do we allow this? Now, I'm gonna talk about are we slaves when I break down Rodeo and Jeff, but watch this, people. This damn near made my eyes cross, and I was like, what the fuck?
That's a hard no. You can't. Look, I'm watching the same motherfuckers you are, man. I do it on a daily. This shit's entertaining. Don't tell me somebody's private in their videos, man. I mean, like, you got one of them special fucking egos to where you get to, like, fucking do, like, you're a member. Yeah, kind of like a tool. You're a fucking member. You paid to see this. You motherfuckers that pay this. You paying to see this shit? That's on you, man. Don't look at me. Don't get pissed off. A lot of you motherfuckers get pissed off at me because you fucking paying subscriptions to have a private view of the same fucking shit these I almost said the N-word. Look what you guys are fucking doing to me. I almost said the N-word. You fucking Negroes! What the fuck is wrong? See, that's just going to hit all kinds of sides. What? Motherfuckers, you don't even know what the fuck you are anymore, do you? Private? Jaded? Really? Private. That's your bitch right now. A private video. I gotta listen to this. About the flavor that I put on Thunder? Motherfucker, he paid off Flex. What are you missing? Bitch ass monkey spunk. What are you missing, boss? Been on Flex's live that did the exact same fucking thing that fucking Thunder does. Point blank. Same exact smart talk, smooth talk. I got your fucking dick in my mouth talk. Hey, Flex, no disrespect, man, but Thunder has gotta go, man. I mean, if that motherfucker couldn't spend the money on you that he does, what the fuck would he have left? Besides just the D-Rev. Dude, you're pissing me off. You shouldn't be doing that right now. I don't know if you understand what that means. D-Rev, don't piss me off. I will fuck up everything that you stand for in a heartbeat. You need to show me some fucking love, man. I've been showing you love. You ain't gonna show me none back. Hey, Flex. Hey, Alex, show me some fucking love, man. I've been showing you love. You ain't gonna show me none back. Hey, Flex. Hey, Alex. Do me some fucking love here. I will fuck up the Rev. This motherfucker ain't got shit on me. You think somebody's got shit on me? Rev, you know, you could have stepped up to the plate a little bit more than you did. You got a fucking wrench from Flex, and all of a sudden you fucking dive? Scuba Deer out. That means that your channel can't. Do you really want to see that? You're the monetized motherfucker. Ask Robert Reese all about it. Just push your shit on the other side. I got you on both sides, man. My channel can do things. That pisses me off, man. You guys shot to come back, Rev. And if you don't, I'll just push your shit on the other side. I got you on both sides, man. My channel can do things that your channel can't. Do you really want to see that? You're the monetized motherfucker. Ask Robert Reese all about it. You're monetized, Rev. You are. What are you doing with it? How much money you make? You got some of the fucking sacrilegious Big Macs up your ass or what? I ain't mad at you yet. Don't get me mad at you. Hey, Robert Reese, why don't you sit your boy straight? You're over there with fucking, Felix, not Felix, that's fucking Alex. Oh my God, you guys changed your fucking names too much. So what's up? Hot Facts with Robert Reese. You gonna fucking handle this or not? I gotta handle it for you. You got more subs than I do. What's up, baby boy? You need to be beat up a little bit? I can do that. Why don't you fucking handle this, man? You supposed to be in the news. Why don't you over there on Flex is popping off? Only thing that you're popping off on right now is cherries. And fucking Hector. Are you serious right now? That's it? Nobody wants to give a fuck what you got to say in the third hour, man. That's just weird for me. I'm like this. Economy.
The boss, I mean, stuff you could say. Again, Jerry, you ought to just come.
But when you do El Negro, try to remember something. You're supposed to. I do. You did a good job. You made most of us believe that the dog of how this shit works. Robert Reese. I'm sorry.
All right, so Torp says I taught people on how the dark side is there and how it works. And then he said, if I'm gonna use El Negro, you heard him say monkey spunk after getting into saying, you eat. And then he said, you almost made me, but he was going into it. He did those three things after a reference of Hot Facts with Robert Reese and the DoorDash Revolution, who was an African-American United States citizen. Okay? Anytime you use Donkey Kong, monkey spunk, and all of this other stuff there, people, this is someone that is delivering nachos and tacos to your house for lunch.
This is someone that when your wife is on that time of the month and you at work and she ain't them tampons and you order them, he's a dude that's go come to the door and drop them off. We got people out there like this. I know people like YouTube and say we can do whatever we want. It's all fun and games. But to use your full, how you speak every day, catch yourself, stop you from saying nigger, then throw in monkey spunk and the Negro and all that other stuff. I must say, how low can you go? And does the lower you go mean that you're actually getting popular? Because the last time I checked, you've been sitting at 2.48K subs all year long. You have not moved up one spot. Not even one more sub. Some people see the real shit and then they just leave you alone. I'm gonna monkey spunk all around town, juking and jiving and being a coon. I'm gonna be the nigger. I'm gonna be the Uncle Tom. I'm gonna be the militant. You also called me a black supremacist because I love black people. It's kind of weird because I interviewed an independent Klansman and you applauded and said how great it was because you didn't think it can happen because of how we both conducted ourselves. But then to keep throwing shots and these racial slurs and undertones, to then come around the community to say, hey, let me up on your stage, let me up on the mic. Oh, I'm just playing. It's all fun and games. Ain't none of that fun and games, man. So just check yourself. Check yourself. Let's get into Mic Drop BBQ and this discussion with Rideshare Rodeo. I hope you're proud of yourself, Torque. I really do. Let me see. Did you hear him say that he's go tear the Revolution's channel down and take it down? Did you guys hear that? He wasn't playing, huh? He said, I'm gonna take, he said, Rev, he said, I will bring out stuff about you that no one knows. Man, Rev, he pulled a cherry, he put a cherry pick on you. So I hope you're just playing, Torque. Because of what you just said, you may do it because you're racist, low key. So not even low key, you said it on camera. It's not going away. It's up there forever. Let's get into Mic Drop BBQ. And I got to tell you guys this. Let's get into Mic Drop BBQ. The best rideshare channel in all of the gig space. How to make the money, how to transition, insights on new apps, insights on new tools to use to acquire clients over, things like that. If you want to know how to fix your vehicle, he shows you everything. And he tells you to know your worth and really know your worth because he's breaking it down. He is a dangerous channel to a lot of the channels that have 300,000 subscribers. He is such a dangerous channel to all of them. They don't want to drink his juice at all. You drink that Jeff juice, people, you go be, oh my goodness. He ain't playing no games. I love everything he does. My man even be up there doing raps. We both be up here rapping and stuff. He out there dropping freestyles on beats and everything. He does a great job. Go ahead and subscribe now. If you ain't hit that like button, hit that like button, or you ain't even got to hit the like button. Hit the thumbs down button, and make sure you do go and subscribe. Let me go ahead to Jeff's. And let's go ahead and get this. It's an hour and 1 minute long, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. I'm going to minus the intro, and we're going to break this down.
See, and that's how some of my clients whose cars I'm actually working on, I got them from rideshare.
Yeah.
And so
Notary Public. And you can add it to your Dumpling thing, and they'll fund you up to $2,000. Be doing this. So I put a starting topic, a jumping point, because you see my hat on Dumpling. I don't know if you're familiar with the Dumpling platform.
yeah, I've heard you talk about it before. Yeah.
Okay, so it's definitely you set your own prices. You have to find your own clients. They're not dishing them out to you. This is what you're talking about all the time. Private rides, get private clients, blah blah. This is what that is.
That's good.
So the people who don't make it on Dumpling, because you set your prices, you decide if the charge is being transferred to the customer, or if you're going to eat it and then try and get a better tip out of it. Like, you're making all your decisions. You can list anything. You can do anything. You can decide, I want to be a notary public, and you can add it to your Dumpling thing, and they'll fund you up to $2,000 on the card, $5,000 if you call.
What? Can I be a mechanic on Dumpling?
Yeah. Yes.
No, don't tell me that.
Yeah. Think of it like this, Jeff. It's like
Now check this out. My man Rideshare Rodeo gets in and says it's just like you talk about transitioning clients over, do what you got to do. He said you can even be a notary. He's like, man, can I be a mechanic? Jeff is already like, I make mechanic videos. I help people, but I also work on cars in my spare time. Rideshare Rodeo was like, yes. He's going to break it down. I instantly, after all of this, because he said they'll even put like $2,000 on your card. Not one question came in from anybody else about that card. That's why I was asking the questions to get into it. Now, if he's trying to hide information, that's one thing. But don't get up there and think that Jeff don't got pulled from the other people in the community and they really want to get information out, especially if you know a news channel is out there. What's up with that, Steve? Let's keep going.
It's like a landing portal that has the credit card processing built in at a very fair fee, and you're going to set all the rates.
Ooh,
and so it basically gives you the profile. It says, yeah, I can do rideshare, but I also do welding. I do car maintenance. I do whatever, you know?
See, and that's how some of my clients whose cars I'm actually working on, I got them from rideshare.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know, Dumpling, man, it's a different type of app. It's not just a one-track app. It sounds like it's opening the market for all your talents. Like, what do you do? Like, hey, this is what I...
Now check this out. Did you hear how Jeff said it seems like it opens you up for all of your talents? I spoke on earlier that you want to be able to use all of your skills when you are out there working for yourself to generate the most money that you can do. Jeff said all of your talents, all of your skills, and all of your talents is the exact same thing that I say. We understand that. So you like, damn, how come Mike Drop likes you, but Rideshare Rodeo don't? Because I wasn't part of promoting Para and the Duh app and all that other stuff that's giving other drivers an advantage over the drivers who are using themselves physically to go ahead and make their money, and they're driving for hours and struggling. I wasn't with that shit. But we do cover the same news. Now go figure that out. I guess he's fake too, but I'm finna call this shit out for real.
Dude, I like that, man. Because people think that we just drive. They have no idea who we are. What else do you do? Oh, yeah. If I had a Dumpling account, you know.
Yeah, I mean, with Dumpling, you can add things on the fly. Like, I have a client, like, they're like, do you mind bringing the groceries in and putting them in my kitchen? No, I'll put them in your fridge. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, and
All right, now he's acting like you can't do that on Uber or DoorDash or Instacart or Walmart Spark. When you normally walk up to the door, especially if someone is older, like a senior citizen, you always ask them, do you want me to put them right here, or do you have a spot where you want me to put them at? That's what you do. You don't got to be on Dumpling to do that. So he's saying that most delivery drivers are stupid because they're not using Dumpling, but he don't want to answer the questions on how Dumpling works for everybody else out there coming from a news reporter for the community. People, you can't make this shit up.
I mean, I even say, like, you don't know, I always get extra tips, but I always say, you don't have to pay me anything extra either. I'm like, I prefer that because Instacart tells you to throw it in the dirt. See, like, I don't want my groceries in the dirt. Yeah, just put it right there. Just like that.
There is no way in the world that he's telling people that Instacart says that Instacart is telling the Instacart driver to throw it in the dirt. If that was the case, the Instacart shopper who customer who you are shopping for, they're going to report that to the company and say that you told them that. So why would you say something that's stupid? Because the customer puts where you want them to put the order at. So unless you're saying that, hey, the customers are dumb, they tell us to throw it in the dirt, why would you say that in an interview? Use a different analogy, smart guy.
Oh, like, of course I'll carry it in, dude. You paid a lot of money for this food. Of course I'll bring it in for you.
Exactly. And I mean, I do that with people's luggage and everything. I'll bring it into the house, even if you could just leave it there. No, let me just bring it closer to the door for you. I'm not leaving your luggage in front of the garage. I'll bring it up to the door at least. It's like, man.
Yeah, but you can add on the fly. They can say, hey, are you able to walk dogs? Yup, I can charge you this. And then you can, like, I do, like, if somebody has me do 4 different.
That's why once I start hearing this, I was like, let me ask people. I used to do WAG. Now, once you do WAG, you got your own business card. First of all, you got to pass a dog test to where you know all the different type of harnesses, the leashes, and everything else that you need to know. Then you get your business cards, and then you're able to set your thing to go ahead and do it. But at least with WAG and Rover, you got to pass a dog test. I was trying to get in. That's why I said, are there any restrictions? Because if that's the case, I'll sign up and say I could do everything in the world. And just be signing up. Yeah, oh, damn, y'all need me to go do y'all drywall in your house? I ain't got no truck. I ain't got no paint, but I took the order. They go pay me.
Shops, the way I have mine set up is $20 per stop minimum. So if you want $1 worth of things, $20. And then or 15% once it hits 150 of the grocery total or each store's spend.
Yeah.
So I'm getting 15% if it's over $150 on 4 stops or 1 stop. And then they tip me. I did one today, took me 25 minutes. I made $58.
Damn, that's good. That's good.
That's just a client who just needed.
Yeah,
she's like,
that's over $100
today. Yeah.
Now check this out. Now this guy is someone that says you can do whatever you want, but he's like, yeah, even though I'm going and picking up groceries and picking up kitty litter and dropping it off, I'm only gonna say that if it's $150 it's only 15%. Well, check this out. If I gotta go to a fucking pet supply store and they're spending $150 on 40 pounds of dog food, I got to pick all that weight up, then go and load that shit. So it's not going to be 15%. So I don't think you understand how to run a business and handle it for yourself. It's not going to be based upon that. It's going to be what I would do is based upon the store. Because if you know I'm going to this pet store and you know how much everybody gets, you could be in an area like where he is, where they got cows and stuff. He can go to an area where they got cows and all this other shit. Well, damn, they spent, you know what? They spent $225 and it's about 300 pounds worth of shit I got to get out the truck and go ahead and give it to him. You think I'm just finna get 15%, motherfucker? Hell nah. If I'm finna get a workout doing this shit and I could literally break my back and everything else, I'm going above the 15%. So he bragging about the 15%. You will hear Jeff Mic Drop BBQ say That money ain't good for me because I'm thinking about all I got to do. Even if they do add, that's still not enough. That's not good for me. But he floating off that 15%, trying to bundle people in. Hey, just charge 15%. You'll make some money on that. Use my referral code.
She was like, I know that you only do tomorrow, but you know, can you do it today? I'm like, no problem.
See, that's how, that's how we treat our clients. Yep, that's exactly how we treat our clients. Like yesterday, when I was doing my rides last night, is when they hit me up. Hey, Jeff, my mom and my son are coming back from Mexico. Can you pick them up tomorrow at 6:12 p.m.? I got them. Don't worry about it. They just, I mean, give me a 24-hour notice, a 12-hour notice. I'll be there. And that's how it is. You know, when people start doing more customer service and we teach drivers how to run a business, not just turn on the app and be instructed on what.
All right, now, so I'm a moderator in Jeff's chat. And I said, I just shared this out. So someone said, Dumpling, what's the link? Okay. Now that's crazy because that's from a moderator that he typed it in. He said, Dumpling, what's the link? When he can be a moderator that goes and types it in and then sends the link. But I'm a moderator. I know what moderators do. Someone says, sounds great. Got to check it out. Then they said, yes, link, please. I now put in right there the Dumpling link. Okay, I put it in so that the other people watching can go read while they're listening to the interview. You got to help out channels in the right way because this information is good for our whole community. Now, we got other people in our community that was probably spending other time doing other things that don't make sense, gossiping and doing all that when we had a real discussion going on and the news channel was here. And I was asking, where were those people? But they talk about how to do the work. How come you guys weren't in this?
Dude, you set your day and you set your time, and you already know how to hit the ground running. And we're working on
the Dumpling app. Even you set the times that you're available, how many tasks you could be taking on from clients during that time. You set your zones by zip code, so you can just keep adding zip codes if you're willing to work in those areas.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's great, but.
Yeah, because Robert, he just posted the link right there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look that up.
Yeah, and again, here's the thing. So Robert posted the link, but here's the thing about Dumpling. It doesn't need to times that you're available. How many?
Now look, he's watching the chat, but he saw me post the link. You know he's watching the chat because when Sam Lee speaks, he reacts to Sam Lee, but he don't react to what I'm putting here. So Jeff says that Robert just posted the link. He says, Robert just posted the link. Yeah, but look, he didn't even say, hey, thanks, Robert, for posting the link for us. He didn't do any of that. He tried to jump in like as if I was going to make a statement after something about the app that don't work right. But he failed on that too. No work clause and the haterade, people. Inside story while we are given the story.
Tasks you could be taking on from clients during that time. You set your zones by zip code, so you can just keep adding zip codes if you're willing to work in those areas.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's great, but
yeah, because Robert, he just posted the link right there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna look that up.
And again, here's the thing. So Robert posted the link, but here's the thing about Dumpling. It doesn't need to be grocery shopping, and this is where a lot of people get confused. That's like a grocery shopping app. No, it's not. I mean, it is, but you can add and you can do rideshare on it.
So you can say, hey, I'm a really good driver.
Put that on one of your things. Like I do rideshare, and then they'll connect the person's card. Anytime that person wants to use it, they just do it through the Dumpling app. It goes directly to you. There's no other people involved, and it's a fixed percentage on the processing fee.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The processing fee. So
like
that's easy.
It's transparent, honest business. Thank you.
Man, I like that. And that's what it is, man. Cut out the middle, man. Because right now we're running with Lyft and Uber, and we're walking away with 30% of the transaction.
Now Jeff is talking about 30% of a transaction
on a lot of occasions.
He's talking about 30% of a transaction, but rideshare rodeo is supposed to be so good with the news. He's not even giving you around how much a transaction fee is because of he said so many different things you can do. Well, have you done all these different things? Well, no, I heard from someone else. Well, I want to know if you've done these and what the transaction fees per separate job per separate category. I would like to know that right there. Now, when Jeff went ahead and he was speaking about Jeff was letting people know that it's about $1 a day. If you can do $1 a day, you can go ahead and make sure that you can go ahead and do He gave you $1 range to think about monthly for a service plan fee for you to go ahead and use the app. Steve, you got to be doing this shit, man. You can have the voice and all that other stuff, G. That shit don't fly past HotFacts. Don't you ever hate on me again and do something to where I can break the shit down for educational and news purposes only. Copyright section 107, people. This is for this is for research, news, teaching, scholarship, information, and everything else that falls under that. Let's continue to work.
But that's like, you know, every blue moon. You might see that once every like 3 days where you get paid more than what the driver paid. Otherwise, if you're not declining and reclining everything, you're getting paid scraps. Because these people are paying, you know, today, I was just arguing today with some James. Man, I'm working on James right now. Not King James, this other James. And the lady paid $96 for a ride from the airport all the way up past the 202, $96. And he got $40. I was like, bruh, those are rides you convert. No, don't do that, man. It's like, that hurt my heart just hearing he got $40. That hurt me, man, because I love my drivers, man. That hurt my heart. I was like, $40, man.
Yeah. I mean, so here's I got to give you accolades on where I took a page of where you actually kicked me into gear for something I was trying to do for a while. So I'm on Instacart. Instacart sucks. Every day it sucks. I mean, some people have better luck than I do. I've said this, Tony, the Driven Dad's in here. He can attest. Denver sucks for Instacart. They try and 80 units, gonna have 20 gallons of water, and it pays $2.40 for 2 hours. And I'm just like, dude, this is no tip. Seriously, dude. And they want me to pick up their produce. You're paying me $2.
This is what I'm saying right here. For someone to be in a position, you never want to trash the apps. There's no way in the world you're getting an order like that and it's coming in at $2 and some change. We would have seen so many videos of that coming in, and Instacart would have had to have some type of some type of press conference to speak about that, because wouldn't no one do it?
First, you want me to pick up your produce?
No, forget that. Nah, dude. Then you call the neighbor for that. Call the neighbor for that. Like,
I knew for a while. Like, I don't know about you. I'm picking off things. I try and get my private things going on too. I pick off things carefully. I make sure that I've got a good vibe with that person before I do it. I'm just kind of do it to everybody. Yeah. And there's some people that I don't like. I wouldn't want them as clients. So I mean, but when you start talking about personal rides, for a long time I've been saying, you know what? I wanted to make a card with a QR code to my Dumpling, because I have like over 70 deliveries, all 5-star ratings. My clients love me, and from the QR it sends you right there. And so every Instacart, I've been doing Instacart on the weekends, and only a couple.
People, you cannot make this up. While being on my live stream, I just got a message from Rideshare Audio. Now, you saw in the video that he highlighted my question up there, but he went over Sam Lee and ignored it. Then when I said, since he can see my question, he puts it up on the screen so everyone can hear it. Then he writes me while I'm doing my live stream right now on my sharing of what they did. Robert, I saw you had questions about Dumpling yesterday. Sorry we were squeezed on time. Email me the question and I'll get back to you. Motherfucker, why would I email you the question if you put it up there on the screen, but Sam Lee didn't even ask a question and you want to talk about him? Quit with the haterade, people. That's what I just got. Look, right here. You can't make this shit on up. When I call people out, they respond like that. I hit that nerve in their soul like that. I am the real news channel and they know I'm going to give them the reaction like that. Get away from here with all that bullshit. You got so much time to when you're pressed for time. You knew Jeff had a motherfucking appointment. He told you before he even did the shit. That's how he operates. You knew that shit, but you gonna take. I'm watching the comments and Sam put this. I already put questions up. Quit being a hater. No work clause with Reese, remember? No work clause. You look that bad. Don't try to write me because you realize how bad you fucking look. Remember, you were one of the people doing the coffee in Colorado, and y'all were talking about making the fucking black jokes about driving in certain areas and you don't want to be down there around my people. Remember that? The fuck out of here with that bullshit. Having Jeff up there at one time, but then go say, Jeff, everyone gets the information from me and you, but you interviewed me when I only had like fucking 45 subs. And his channel was way above mine. You was hating on them then. Because of the rideshare guy and them. He was putting out better shit than them. Let's keep this shit a buck.
On Saturday and a couple on Sunday. And I'm very particular about which ones I take. So they're all $3. So why am I taking them? I'm not even looking at the pay anymore. I'm trying to make sure that maybe they don't need too many items because the pay's going to suck. But I look to the house where it's going. If it's going to a McMansion, I take it. And in there, I shove my flyer. I mean, I'm rolling the dice. This is like full blown rolling the dice because you were like, picking off private clients. I'm like, I wanted to do this for a while. I'm like, screw this, dude. I'm going to do it. I mean, what? They're going to deactivate me
from what? $3?
Yeah, I mean that's my point. Like, but I might as well pick off some clients from it.
Yeah. Because you got to take a risk. Because they're taking a risk anyways.
I do last mile and other things on the weekends. I get up at 4 a.m. I'm home at 5, 6, and I make good money just doing last mile. So people are like, "Why are you doing like $10 worth of DoorDash on Sunday and 10 on Saturday?" And I'm like, because it's not about like I don't. You could not pay me for it.
You're being paid to market yourself. Basically, is what you're doing on the weekend. You're being paid to market yourself. So Instacart, DoorDash, they're paying you to market yourself to the people that you need to attract. That's all, and that's how we use Uber and Lyft. They're paying us to market ourselves. So you pay me to go pick up some kids from the bar. They're all going to get my card on the way out, and I'm going to get a phone call from one of those kids. Hey, man, we got a group of 5. How much for? I'm like $30. Perfect. Hey, he said $30, guys, because I know the app will probably give me like 11. It's like $30. It's like, all right, he said 30. Let's do it.
But I can sit down and show them how I can make almost twice as much, if not more, on deliveries, and I just admit that. And I tell them I'll get it so that you're paying at least 70% or less of what you were paying from Instacart for the same order, because we know Instacart. This is just an example. Instacart, they mark up the items, they do the service, blah, 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 blah. So they like by the time you're out of there, it's backwards screwed. But when you do it through Dumpling, I can type in their phone number. They get the in-store discounts. They can put in digital coupons, get those. Here in Colorado, you get gas points, so they save money on gas, all from my dumpling shop, and they get in-store prices. And you are required to give them the receipt, which is the opposite. Instacart says, do not give them the receipt.
Because they say, hey, don't be transparent. Don't show them how we're screwing them.
No. So my new...
Man, that ain't nothing but he talking about, because you know how it is, how it used to be for us going out. If you were a driver, you would say, hey, I'm about to go in. I got to do a shopping pay. I'm about to use the discounts and stuff. Like at the fast food spot, when it was pay when you do it. You got to go in there and order and pay. You would see that you get a free Big Mac if you buy one. So then you just use your McDonald's code or whatever else it is. You get the free thing. You tell them, can you bag up one of those separate? Bam, they give you your own bag. They put the other one there. You go ahead and go. But you had idiots using their own. They were getting points at like the Walgreens and Rite Aids and stacking them up so that whenever they went, everything was dirt cheap. So he is saying, hey, you know what? I can actually punch in their number. It'll go to their card and do everything else there and all of that other stuff. and then they get the discounts. And then even if I go to a place where it's gas, they get the discounts on the gas. Okay, so you're doing all the work for them, which is why 15% would never be what I'm about to be offering people. Never. 15% my ass.
Thing is, I just and stapling the receipt to it.
You're gonna have a bunch of people like looking at Dumpling now. You have a lot of us looking at
I actually have handwritten on those, like, please don't throw this away. I can save you a ton of money with A+ service. Save you a ton of money with A+ service. And I say you won't have to use Instacart anymore. I'm rolling those dice thinking everybody's got to hate it by now.
Yeah, and see, you got.
Here's my thing. When you tell someone, you know, you can save money by getting A+ service and you'll never have to use the other app anymore, that client, that customer can eat. You just don't do it like that, because check this out. What is the difference from the service you are giving them from Instacart to what you are doing on Dumpling? If you're trying to transition them over from Instacart to Dumpling, there has to be a difference, or you are holding out on something that you are not doing for them as you speak. And if once they figure out you ain't doing something for them, a smart customer is simply going to say, hey, so what's the difference from what I'm getting now? Is it just the price? That's what they gonna say. So why even throw in the A+ service when that's not even what they're getting to begin with anyway? Come on now. No, I'm in here telling people to hit the like buttons too.
Gotta be proactive, because if you're not proactive and you're only reactive, you end up like I showed a video today of a lady crying about her not getting her YouTube check. She wasn't proactive enough in securing funding to pay all of her bills. She was reactive to YouTube just demonetizing her in a flash. Same way with this is all casino shit. You gotta be proactive in what you're doing. If you're gonna be a true independent contractor, already have plan A, B, and C in order. When A falls apart, go straight to B real quick. And that way you're not just left in limbo like, man, I don't know what to do. So many people only have plan A. That's it. Plan A is wake up, turn on the app drop from 6 to 6. That's plan A. They don't have a B. Well, what happens if you wake up and it's deactivated? I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. It's like you don't have a plan B.
The day, first of all, I think everybody probably watching this, the days of single apping are.
Oh yeah.
If not, like, I fully get on board with what you're saying. Get private clients. And yeah, of course you'll get them, but still use the apps. We got Uber, Lyft. You talk about.
These people were on a limb back in the day talking about, yeah, don't do that, you'll get deactivated. So while they're telling people don't do it and get deactivated, low key, were they doing it but telling you not to do it? And then he's saying days of single apping is over. Well, that's not necessarily the truth, because you may have a dominant app in your area to where you can just sign in to that app and make it happen. There's a driver right now. His Jeep is, let me see if his Jeep is here. He must be out on the order. All he does is Instacart for this Sprouts. He stays right here and only Instacarts for this Sprouts and says, yeah, $2.50 is every day minimum. He don't gotta go do all these other apps to make his $2.50. He can just use the Instacart app and shop for Sprouts all day long, because right over there, Floyd Mayweather lives. All the other homes that's not inside there, it's other large homes, and then it goes down from big old homes to regular homes and regular homes to where it's not the city. Downtown is over there. $1 million homes, $2 million homes, but in California, we're kind of used to those prices. But right here, these people don't want to go shop, so they pay for everything. So he don't need to be using 2, 3, and 4 apps to make that money. So you can't say the days of single apping is over. It just depends on where you are. How much money do you want to make, or how much time do you want to put into these apps? Now, you'll get people and you'll tell them, hey, go ahead and do these gig apps. because you can make more money and work less. You ain't got to work 14 hours a day at the warehouse. You can make all that much money in like 7.5, 8 hours. That's what you'll tell them. Now you're saying, hey, yeah, man, well, if you got another app, woo, guess what? You still gonna be doing 14 hours, but you're gonna be making way more money. You just getting paid triple time and a half. Come on now. Come on now.
On Hum. I got familiar. I went and did production down in Miami last weekend, and I actually tried out InDrive.
Yeah.
Which was kind of interesting. I had the same driver got me to the show, to my hotel, got me to a haircut. The driver run 2 errands. I'll be back in 20 minutes. You'll be done in about 25. I'm like, all right. Hooks me up with this dude, takes me to the airport. I'm like, can you come back here? And I was at Hard Rock Stadium, and because of Taylor Swift, it was just a nightmare with traffic and security. So I was like, you're not going to want to come pick me up. He's like, I'll come pick you up. But we worked out the whole damn amount when I landed. I know you can work out a ride, but I worked out the ride, the second ride, and the ride home 3 days later, and it was pay half up front.
All through InDrive?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, InDrive is kind of like, it's like a dumpling too.
It's a scheduler,
I know they're
man.
only in Miami.
App.
They're the second largest rideshare company.
Here it comes, people, at 14 minutes and 25 seconds into the live. Can you ask, this comes from HotFacts now, I am right there, because I'm always doing my reporting, people. All you guys be in all this other stuff, I'll be in there where the action is. Can you ask if there, can you ask if there are any restrictions or does everything go? And how is customer support for you drivers? This is on the Dumpling app. He never gets to it. Watch.
In the world.
No.
But Sam Lee is going to start typing and he's going to respond to Sam Lee. Then going to respond to me here while I'm doing a live stream on my share of this and say, hey, I heard you were asking about Dumpling, but he highlighted my questions himself by pushing the button. You can't be like, come on now. Come on now.
Oh, InDrive. Bigger than Ola, bigger than Didi. Yeah.
No.
They're second to Uber only. Check it out. I mean, I'm talking countries. They're only in Miami here.
Yeah. So they came over here and they're starting in Miami.
It's huge.
Yeah. So I like to say, because I know, Humna has the same thing, like scheduling within the app and stuff like that. But there has to be ways that we can create apps that are, because right now, a lot of us, when we do our schedules, I'm making alarms in my phone. 2 o'clock, don't forget to pick up such and such at 4:30. There has to be apps that we can do all of this stuff through. So sounds like, InDrive is something that it didn't happen like that. Does Dumpling do the same thing, though? Can you schedule stuff like that in the app of Dumpling?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's communication within the app. I communicate with my clients all the time. They'll be like, oh, I was going to put this order in today. I forgot. And now it's after your hours of delivery. I'm like, what do you need? They tell me, I'm like, let me finish up this and I'll get it done for you. I'll be there in about an hour.
I love the sound of that, because that customer, business relation, I love that, because everything going through Lyft and going through Uber, it's been filtered. And they know they're getting a much bigger cut of that filter. Even when somebody says, hey, I need to make a stop over here, I'm like, do not put it in the app. They're going to charge you $14.99 and I'm going to get $4 of that. It's like, do not put it in the app. Just give me $10. That's it. QR code, I'll just give you 10 when I come out the store, lady.
Let me see. Let me check this out really quick. Let me just do this really quick. So sorry. HotFacts with Robert Reese.
Have to schedule.
No, they've been watching HotFacts and seeing the. No, that's not the one. Let me see. I want to see this really quick. Let me see. Trying to find the video. Oh, let me type up Middleton. Let me see. Middleton, let me see. Middleton. Middleton Technologies. Okay, so share this video here. Let me hit this. Sorry, guys, I'll go back in. I'm going to share you guys the video that Gary Middleton tried to give me a copyright strike over. And YouTube turned it down because I was giving the information to the people out there. Is this app going to work for you? Is it doing this and that? And YouTube was like, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Gary did not want it out there. He tried to hit me with that, and it just didn't work. So what I'm gonna do is this. Let me come into the live really quick. I'm gonna share this right here. Let's do this. Middleton Tech. Let's put Maximo and the app. Okay. So I put that there. Now I'm gonna push pause right there. I'm gonna hop back in. Yeah, Necro. Jeff was on Steve's, but he was actually able to go ahead and stream to his channel also. So it turned out to be pretty good. Hulk Smash says he followed some of Jeff's strategies and they work. So we all know Jeff's strategies work. His channel wouldn't be successful if they did not work. But I just put that app there. That's the video Gary Middleton tried to hit me with copyright infringement over for discussing his app. Rideshare Rodeo Steve told him to hit me with that. So yeah. So now let's get right back. Let's get right back to it. Let's get right back to it. And let's pick up right where we left off.
Oh, I'll just give you 10 when I come out the store. Lady walks out, gives me 20. I'll just give you 20 anyway. You're so cool. Appreciate it. Do not put that in the app.
So how are you getting obviously you have to have some filter on. You're not just taking everybody as a private client. You're probably you have some criteria you're looking for in the riders.
Yeah.
You have to have a good vibe with them.
Yeah.
And otherwise, you're not even going to say it, right? That's kind of what you're doing.
Yep.
Just
Steve is asking in a corny way, well, are you just asking everyone to transition over? What do you got to have a criteria? Obviously, I'm not going to be transitioning over everyone that gets into my car. There's going to be people that do these long trips and things, and I'm going to ask them how much do they normally spend every week doing these trips. Once they tell me how much they spend, I'll ask them. I'm like, dang, you pay all of that to the app? Once they say that, you're like, man, you ever thought about wanting to get there for a fraction of the cost? Like, I can still pick you up every single day and not turn on my app until after I get you to work. I don't want you to keep spending all this money because you're actually wasting money. It's not helping me and it's not helping you. And then that's when they'll say, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. How much could you do it for? They are already going to tell you how much they're spending for the whole week. Now you go ahead and sign them up on an MSA you sign them up on a monthly fee to where they'll pay that monthly. And boom. And then you just let them know, hey, if you're ever gonna miss work and you don't let me know, you gotta at least let me know 24 hours in advance, and then we'll go ahead and we'll prorate your next month. Bam, you do it just like that. If you don't understand how business works, and no way in the world are you going to just sit up there and ask him that, knowing that Jeff goes over and he tells you certain things. He just ain't gonna spill the beans. You talking about QR codes and stapling things to their receipts and stuff. Man, you are leaving too much physical evidence that can get your ass deactivated from the app on what you're trying to funnel these clients in from. Yeah, I can't fuck with you if you don't know how to do the business right. What type of shit is that? Put yours on really quick. What type of shit is that? I'm just keeping it real. Then go ask me. Then got the nerve to ask me, what am I doing so that you can learn something from me? I'm not going to tell you that publicly, man. What I will do is teach people how to use all types of advantages on when you communicate. Teach people how to communicate with people and other signs to look for that can help you go forward or even take the next step into a conversation that you want to take the lead in. Just not gonna sit here and role play with you and do that shit, man. The hell wrong with you? You gotta pay me for that. You get paid. I've been paid to go teach sales staff. They gotta come in for that hour and listen to me and take notes. We ain't gonna never do that right there, Steve. We ain't gonna never do that. But Jeff is always on his P's and Q's. You gotta love Jeff.
And see, me, and honestly, I'm a real bad get the fuck out. But I use my 5 senses. When I'm dealing with somebody, I use smell, sight, hearing. I use everything. And if you can pass through these 5 senses, and I'm like, shake hand, whatever this and that, you're a solid person, you smell good, you look decent, you got yourself together, you can potentially become a private client. But if you're dusty and all stinky and shit, no, I might not want you in my truck again. You got to pass through the 5 senses. It's not just about, hey man, I'll give you $50. No, I don't feel like cleaning my car out for you, man. I just don't. And sometimes you got to be like that, man. I keep it 100. I keep it real. When you go to a steakhouse, you can't just walk in there with whatever on, because it's a certain clientele that they're dealing with. When you walk in McDonald's, anybody can go.
Now, right now, Steve is smiling, licking his lips, smiling, doing this back and forth like, he giving me the juice. The motherfucker said, use your 5 senses as a person. The ones that you can use to get through. He said, utilize your. He's not coming in and giving you exactly. You got to learn these skills. You got to understand what your 5. First of all, he told you sight, smells, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, eyes and ears and mouth and head, shoulders, knees and toes. You learn that song, you can then go into, okay, dang, damn, he told us that, but how we go ahead and get into this? That's what he said. You trying to get someone. Now, this is a guy that works with these apps publicly. They watch his channel. You want him to really sit up there and tell you what he uses with these people so they can audit him and fuck up his business? Are you Vlad TV? Are you Vlad TV? Are you Adam 22? Are you Trap Lord?
You can go to McDonald's. It don't make a difference. My car is like the steakhouse. It's not McDonald's. So it's like, if you want a McDonald's type of ride, just hit up Uber, Lyft. You want to come to the steakhouse level? Hop in my car. I'll take the long ways and I cruise. I show you stuff. I stop at stores, spray this and that. I do service way different. Cars always clean. Billy Proctor called me dusty yesterday. Called me riding dirty. He was like, man, Jeff, your truck look dusty as hell. I'm like, I just dropped these people off. That's what, man.
So I need to ask, did you see Luis's Delivery TV? Do you know what Delivery TV is?
Yeah, yep.
Spanish community.
Yeah, because he comes on my channel every once in a while.
Yeah, Luis is a very good friend of mine. We work on a lot of projects together. Did you see the video that he made? I translated it from Spanish to English. It's
We've got this video. Rideshare Rodeo snitched and said that he can't be doing work because the cartels are on him and all this other stuff and whoop. But while we're speaking about the cartels and people don't know how to work, I actually went up to the spot and interviewed the people from Venezuela getting all the free things that they speak about, but they are afraid of to go get that research and reporting done. But HotFacts gets it in. We're gonna skip this 8-minute video. Okay, we're gonna skip this 8-minute video because he's gonna go into send out. I read you guys that I was already asking questions. We're gonna see him. He just said that we were pressed for time. I asked him at 14 minutes and some change. He's going to talk about Sam Lee in 30 minutes and some change. Here we go.
If you're sitting around Googling how to make money on the internet and your ass is tired of being broke, let me tell you what you're corrected.
All right. So Sam Lee is in the chat. Sam Lee is already in there and he said a few things. Sam Lee said, I do Amazon Flex. This is not true. He said, pretty easy to get blocks. It's based off of demand. He also said after that, Sam Lee said, this guy is spewing lies for views. Sam Lee never asked one question at all. My question is still up there. Now, after he responds to Sam Lee, I'm going to put inside the chat, well, since he can read the chats, can he answer my question? That's when he puts it up there with comment that he left while doing his live stream is bogus. Okay, listen.
Today, what was once an innovative solution for flexible work has become a system to grow.
Yeah. I mean, it was tackled all quickly. I see a couple comments. I'm really glad that
Sam, he says right now, I see a couple comments. This is at 27:50. This video was 1 hour, 1 minute, and 44 seconds. He says he was pressed for time, but my question came in at 14 minutes and like 39 seconds. So he said he was pressed for time and what he just wrote me, but at the 27-minute mark, almost a 28-minute mark, he's gonna go off of, oh, now Sam says this after the spewing for views. Amazon Flex Warehouse, they asked to see picture on the app, and you need to scan the ID. Sam is given information about how Amazon works because Amazon was brought up in the video. Sam has a right to have a after 8 minutes.
man, Sam, come on, bro.
He's been, I know it.
Well, he said he saw another comment from Sam. I read every single one of Sam Lee's comments. Sam, look, here's how you know they just hate Sam. That Jeff just hates Sam. I do Amazon Flex. This is not true. That's what Sam said. Why are you telling Sam he's not correct? Because he's telling you that what he's heard up there is not true. Next, Sam said, pretty easy to get. It's based off of demand. That's didn't say. And then wrong. This guy is spewing lies for talking about the guy who did the video that Rideshare show. That's what Sam says. Then Sam says, Amazon Flex Warehouse, they asked to see so that only my comment because it's a whole damn paragraph. Come on, Rideshare Rodeo.
I'm really glad that this guy, I know you know Luis and you know, but yeah, it's all real. Because I saw another comment from Sam that Man, Sam, come on, bro.
He's been, I know it. But see, most of us who do ride share and we've driven it, we know Sam is just saying that shit for attention. Honestly.
Oh, I know. I'm just pointing out to everybody else listening. Luke.
Now check this out. Jeff did not see the comment, so that's why he said when we're talking about rideshare, Sam don't do rideshare. Sam was speaking on Amazon Flex. Jeff didn't. Rideshare Rodeo did not correct Jeff and say no. He's speaking about Amazon Flex. Jeff would have said, "Oh, okay," because he sees that Sam ain't talking about rideshare. Sam didn't step on his toes. He was talking about the guy speaking about Amazon Flex. And Rideshare Rodeo refused to give that information to Jeff on his own live stream because of the hatred he has for Sam. You can't make this shit up, people.
He's one of the most honest shooters there is. In fact, him and his family, he can't do gig work right now in Houston.
Damn.
There's people watching for him. Like Sergio and I did a live with him this week about all this. He has the documents because he went down there to see how the cartel operation works. He's Venezuelan. He went down with a Venezuelan to where they give you a car, 3 phones, and you come back at the end of the week and they just give you an amount of money. It's not even, there's no way to check what it is. You hand them the 3 phones.
I got a question, hand raised. This guy, you're sharing his video with his face. You said that he went undercover with the cartels to see how they're doing it, and he cannot go out there and work anymore because the cartels are onto him. So why would you be playing his video and his face, and wouldn't this be jeopardizing him and his life and his family? Wouldn't this be another form of doxing? I'm just saying. How you go snitch on the dude, snitch to everyone, you telling the government he cannot work, the cartels are after him. Well, if that's the case, why ain't you calling the FBI and them to go ahead and fix this shit, Mr. Legislation? Why you go report on it and say that the guy's life is in danger, he can't go do the work, but you ain't doing nothing to help but play his damn video that shows his fucking face? Why you ain't blurring out his face to keep him safe from the cartels in Houston? You even gave where he lives up at. Some of you guys would not last in jail at all. PC.
And they just say, okay, cool, here's $30. Now go do it again. Man. And so they know who he is. He released all this stuff along with a lot more. His main hope right now, and that's why I hope everybody that can, please share this, because we're trying to get as many media.
I got a question here. Why would someone from Venezuela try to go undercover about illegal work with Venezuelans and go try to break into the cartel to go do certain shit where he can get killed and he's gonna look like a traitor to his own people because chances are he got people that live here who trying to make some money too? Why would he put all that up for risk? Is that what you got to do, man? Is that what you got to do? Come on now, man. Come on. Talking about my man is that he can't work. He's put in all this information. If all the information that he put in was out there and it's so dangerous, you wouldn't even be playing his videos. They would take his shit down. He would be in protective custody, witness protection program. They would have him in the witness protection program because he can get killed by Tren de Agua. They looking for him because he telling on everybody. He's supposed to be living inside these hotels and you ain't gonna ever talk to him again. So sharing his video ain't gonna help nobody because he's a walking dead man. What the hell are you doing, Rideshare Rodeo? You trying to help the cartels find this dude? You want them to track you down? Yeah, the gringo, man. The gringo know where he at. He talked to him. Let's go kidnap the gringo. You go do that for a couple of views, Rideshare Rodeo?
Yeah. And I think I'm partially getting shadow banned because of that airport video I put out. Kind of went like a little, so it was 30, 40,000 views on it.
I was going to ask you that exact same question. I know you talked about lately your channel's been a little throttled. And I was thinking, do you think it's because of your posting habits, or do you think it's like not necessarily just that video, but
it's my content. It's my content. And I mean, I was reading the thing from people. I have removed so many comments on videos saying, man, you better watch who you talking about. Remove. Man, you better watch it. Man, you don't know who you dealing with, man. You don't remove. I remove all those comments off my video.
There's a big difference. Jeff will be sitting in his car hiding out, or someone will send him a video and he's playing it. He ain't even out there he ain't even out there like that. It ain't like Jeff is getting up here saying, yeah, my boy up here and snitched on the cartel, boy. He in a hot mess. He can't even go to McDonald's. Jeff ain't doing that. That's what you doing, right, Share Audio? Jeff is like, nah, man. Hey, they got it because of certain things that the comments and things like that, little shadow ban. But Rideshare Rodeo, you ain't used to seeing 40,000s and stuff like that. So you just let that go in one ear and out the other. I get it though. I get it though. I get it though. Damn, we got snitches. We got snitches in the gig world talking to the feds on videos, talking about their friends who trying to hide from the cartels and sharing their videos publicly, people. Woo, where the gig world fucked up.
Videos. And I know these.
And check this out. This ain't got nothing to do with the other people just stay with the drama. This is real life drama and doxing coming from what they say is a higher up channel. But it don't matter. Drama is everywhere, and HotFacts go find this shit and break it down for y'all.
People don't want me talking about it. And they keep posting comments on my videos trying to threaten me like I'm scared. I'm like, no, I'm leaving. Man, you better take these videos down because if certain people see this kind of video, remove comment. I get rid of all them comments. I'm like, no, the truth has to stay up there. We're not going to let crime and corruption overtake an industry and put us all in fear. Nah, not happening like that. If y'all scared of being caught, then stop doing what you're doing. Because it's all out in the open. Everybody sees it. Yep, they all ops. That's it. All ops. That's what I'm like. I'm glad he made that video because a lot of us see it, even out here in Roger. We see people at parking lots. We see people on the side of the road with black SUVs who damn well these people ain't bought them SUVs. Them SUVs came from somebody, and it ain't theirs. And we see them all the time. All the time.
You heard Rideshare Rodeo say, yep, but we have never seen him speak to someone from another country like how you guys have seen HotFacts go get to the bottom of the information and go get their reporting done for you guys. But this is what I was saying. People want to talk about stuff, but don't want to go do the information like he's going to say a little bit later and get the research in to really break it down. But he want to get some information from one of his friends and snitch on him because the cartels want to kill him. Man, that's ass backwards. What type of friend are you? I'm going to go ahead and do this. Push pause right there. That's 30 minutes and 40 seconds there. I'm going to go to my live stream here, and I'm going to go through the chat really quick. 40 seconds there. I'm going to go through the chat really quick. Oh, yeah, you was timed out by Hulk Smash. Yes, you were timed out. Y'all hit them like buttons. We going right back into work. We going right back into work, y'all. We going right back into work. Let me get here. And it was this one. Here we go. Let me let the first ad play on through. Let me let Jeff get some of the first ad, though. First ad. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip that there.
Yep. We see him all the time. All the time.
Yep. I was telling Luis, I said, man, if you and he has, 2 kids and his wife. And I said, if you guys have to literally kind of leave for a little bit, they've been up here before. I said, come up and visit again. And he goes, man.
Now watch this. He's done with Sam Lee. HotFacts is here right here now. Okay. My next question is, well, statement and question. If you can see the comments, can you answer my question from earlier? Are there any restrictions on Dumpling? And is the customer service for drivers up to par? I asked again. Now, this is now at 30 minutes and 54 seconds, which is 15 minutes after, well, actually a little bit more than that. This is like almost 20 minutes after I asked the question.
You know, it would be an option, but the problem is you guys have the number one, Denver has the number one per capita issue with the migrants, and it's only the Venezuelans. We have 53,000 of them. Damn. Undocumented. He's Venezuelan. He said, if I came up there, everybody'd hate me, and I didn't do anything wrong. So I'm now thinking about this whole other angle too. Like, dude, like, man, you're right, dude. You can't be a good Venezuelan in this town right now.
Yep. And that's the thing. It's
now he says that you can't be a good Venezuelan in this town, but the only information about a Venezuelan person is only one person who you guys got to go snitch on the cartels. He ain't talking about the other Venezuelans. I went to the actual Venezuelans who are here that the government has here for asylum things, and they're living for free and everything. But he's out here speaking like he's speaking to them people. He's speaking to a snitch.
the corporations that are involved in making money on the back end of this, the corporations and the politicians and everybody who's just sitting back allowing it to happen. They see, because we're just average common people and we see it. You know they see it because they see the data. They see everything in droves. They see the police arrest. They see the, if you pull somebody over, you gotta just let them go. Give them a trial date. Like, wait a minute, trial date in like 2-3 years from now. And these people are just doing whatever they want to do for 2 or 3 years. It's like, you guys see what's happening. And for them to give our country away and expect us to sit around as Americans and watch this country just go into the hole and act like, well, we can't do anything because the people we voted in told us not to do anything. No, we change it all up. It's time to change it all up and say, if we're going to make this country about laws, rules, or
also, if you would like to hit the link and appear here on the StreamYard, if you got a few words, my link is open for everybody. Steve Rideshare Rodeo, you went on to leave me a comment while I am on live. The link for this show is in my community post with this live there. Go ahead, look at the link, click it. You can go ahead and come on board.
And about, a system of priority.
Because if you're watching this right now, I got about 35 questions for you that we all have heard, and we need some answers. Why are you putting one of your friends in a crucial life or death situation? Why would you be vouching for the cart that he's saying this about the cartels and all this other stuff? Man, you ain't supposed to be saying nothing. Them motherfuckers don't play like that. You don't play with this shit, man. Everybody want to get some hip hop credit, some hip hop stripes. They don't want to get shot, but they want to talk about the person that they know that will get shot. I'm not saying it will happen, but if you can't even go drop off McDonald's hamburgers, whoo, you in trouble.
The citizens should come first. When the citizens come first, because we pay the taxes and the salaries for all these people that we hire to do our government. So the citizens who pay for that should come first. After that, we go for other countries who have assisted us, not countries who's never assisted us, but are giving kickbacks to politicians. Some of these countries never even assisted us before, and we're giving them all this money. Yeah. People can't even tell you where these countries are located. If I ask you, well, where's Ukraine? People, well, it's by Russia. Of course you know that, but if I never said that before the war, you wouldn't know. If I say, where's Venezuela? I don't know. Just point to it on the map. Yeah. The only reason we know these places are is because of the drama surrounding them. These countries have never, did anything for America. So who are these politicians that these people are in the pockets of, allowing their citizens to come into our country and do this with our identities and our communities, with our economy? They're allowing this to happen. This is not just people sneaking and doing it. It's right in the open. We all see it. So for Luis to make a video about it, he's just stating the obvious. That's it.
This is a year and a half work of work that we did with para driver rights movement that David and I created. Luis got on board. He's been doing this stuff for about a year and a half. He literally.
So he just implicated himself so the cartels can go and fuck with him. Yeah, it was me and David, the power guy, and then we got Luis to go ahead and get involved. And somehow with communications with me and David, we got this dumbass motherfucker to go undercover and snitch on the cartels and get in trouble so he can't go deliver no more. We can go make the money, and we just feel sad and we go show support for him. That is some bullshit right there.
He did a test where he knew people who were doing these through the cartel operations, or I don't even want to say if it's necessarily the cartel. I know it is.
Listen how he started laughing. I don't even want to say it's the cartel, but I know it is. And then he starts laughing. Why would you not tell your boy don't go fuck with that shit? Why wouldn't you tell him, look, we got to go to the CIA, we got to go to ICE, we got to go to them first so that I can somehow be wearing a wire, G, or they can be watching me have some details set up around perimeters, maybe a drone in the sky. Why would you just allow him to do that? And why would you be pushing that? Are you doing that just so you can get some type of information? But I got more information about the Venezuelans than you, and I ain't have to sell my friend out. Talk about backstabbing. Why didn't you go talk to the cartels and get in there and do that? Well, he from Venezuela, so the fuck what?
It's organized.
I'm just being
organized crime. We know it's organized.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just bad.
Let's rewind.
He literally he did a test where he knew people who were doing these through the cartel operations, or I don't even want to say if it's necessarily the cartel. I know it is.
It's organized.
I'm just being
organized crime. We know it's organized.
He did the white man chuckle, right? While he did the white man chuckle like everything is okay, I can snitch and everything. Jeff was like, hold up, homie. Organized crime, man. Just say organized crime. We ain't gotta be just say or brother. I'm up here on this. No, just organized crime, man. Just organized crime.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's just bad players. But he knew people who were doing this, and again, we just saw in that video one of the things at the end that I've been talking about. I think you've even talked about it. Is I've said, man, these illegal accounts, and they're not just the undocumented. People get deactivated and go on Facebook, whatever it is, marketplace, and just buy a new account, even if they're from here, and now they're not paying. But we just saw in that video, people not paying taxes. That's been a concern of mine for a while.
Oh yeah. And
because it's not like these are dead accounts. They're not linked to nothing.
All right, now, people, all the people that do this job and don't pay taxes, they were talking about this before they tried to blame it on all the Venezuelans. So we have Americans here who ain't been paying taxes, who don't do their taxes, and it ain't got nothing to do with the Venezuelans. Nothing at all. Quit putting everything on the Venezuelans. That is crazy. It ain't got nothing to do with the Venezuelans. Come on now. Now, I'm going to tell you what Uber has done. On Uber, I have to scan my face at least 3 times a day. Now, if Uber is doing that, that's putting an inconvenience and putting a damper or wrench in the game for the people who are renting out the accounts. Because if they're renting out an account, that means that they always have to drive to meet the person to undo the account. And I'll tell you how I know that, because I have 2 phones and I have my same Uber account on both phones. If I try to, if I'm using Uber on this phone, once I scan my face on this phone, when I get to this device, it's not recognized. I then have to do it again on this device right here. So Uber is not playing right now. So if you do that, you have to always be in contact with someone who you are renting the account to. If you got a regular job and you can't leave your job like that, and let's say they just did 3 orders and they can't even fucking do their job because they got to scan the face and you can't meet them, that's going to put a damper in how much money they're going to be able to make. And it may be that you don't want to keep renting out your account, because once you get caught, they're going to give you that jail time.
Oh yeah. And the
Because
thing
it's
is,
not like these are dead accounts. They're not linked to nothing.
yeah, they're
linked to real
somebody.
numbers.
Yep. And that's why, when you get real deep in the government, you start talking about straw man and stuff like that. That's what this is dealing with, attaching things to people who never even did it.
Now check this out. Rideshare Rodeo, y'all, left me a message. He left me a message while doing this show because I'm calling him out. Here is in the we are at what's the timestamp here? The timestamp here on the show is at 34 minutes and 36 seconds. He still doesn't answer my question, but he puts up the second one that I asked. But he was watching Sam Lee to go about some bogus BS instead of answering real questions, and he still did not answer this question. Then is gonna write me today. He put it up. Look, it's up there on the screen now. It's up there on the screen. He puts it on the screen, then writes me today. Writes me, people. Let me read the bullshit again. Comments. Rideshare Rodeo. Robert, I saw you had questions about Dumpling yesterday. Sorry we were squeezed on time. Email me the question and I'll get back to you. Motherfucker, your live stream is up. You can go look at the motherfucker question. You knew what the question was because you put it on your damn screen. What type of bullshit is this? He said, I saw you had questions, which means that you looked at my thing because you have to click it and put it up. Then you go say, send the email. What the fuck I gotta say, send you an email for? I wrote the question. I wrote the question. You can go to Nightbot and type in my name and all my questions, all my comments will pop on up. You can go to your own live. 14 minutes or something is when it first came up. We are at like 36 minutes, 34 minutes and 36 seconds, and now you're putting it on the screen. But before that, you want to argue about Sam Lee. Get out of here with that bullshit. Then go write me this bullshit while I'm doing my live because I'm calling you out.
This is straw man, like legal stuff.
And he is a snitch. When he first met me, they were trying to vet me and they were telling me stuff about GigTube, about what's his name, Todd or something. They were telling me about GigTube and telling me how much of a bad guy he is, and they were him and Gary were telling me about how he was going at fucking the dude that survived the cancer, bald head dude, Gig Lebowski, about how he was trashing him and everything. Keep in mind, people, it was my first time about to be on TNC radio, and that's what they were telling me when they first met me. The first 5 minutes, they were telling me about the people who they hate and really giving me the information about how they don't like them.
Right now, well, you got to go in and prove that even though some under your name, not you as the human physical person, it's all straw man stuff, and it gets way deeper than what I'm even talking about, because there are people on YouTube, on Rumble, who dig deep into straw man and the why. Even though something is in your name, no matter, you have a right. Honestly, you have a right not to say anything because it's the Fifth Amendment. The plea, you have a right to not say anything. They have to prove that what is under your name actually came from you as a person. They got to prove that. Now, when you automatically agree to say, hey, that's me, I did. Now it's like self-incrimination. So you just,
I was gonna say, in fact, even if you're 100% sure I didn't do anything, don't talk.
Yeah.
Don't talk till you get your head together. Like if you're in an accident or something, don't talk.
Yeah,
you can play your way out of that. You can just trade information, say I'm a little shaken up. Let's connect. Let's connect later on the phone, and
because you don't know what kind of play they're using against you. Exactly. Because they could be running a play. So don't say a word.
Right. Because if you accidentally say, oh my God, even like, oh my God, was that my fault? And you put it in a question form, they're going to turn that against you and say, he knew it was his fault. No, I asked if you know, who knows what gets just
always remain silent. and just let the facts and the situation make the evidence. Don't give somebody the evidence. And even just like you said, you just speaking, you're giving up evidence right now. And you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say a single word. I'm saying, hey man, is that your car? And I see your license, insurance. You ain't got to say nothing. Don't just get the license, insurance, trade stuff, be gone. Because if they never verify anything, they got to prove it.
But the other problem here is even with rideshare, these illegal accounts are doing it.
Now, Mike Drop BBQ said, even like you're doing now, you're giving up information and things. You have to stay silent. That's what Jeff just told him. How did Steve not know that? He's like, man, you giving up too much information. You will tell on everybody. You will tell on everybody, man. The hell wrong with you, man? You just go tell on everybody? Come on, Steve. The hell's wrong with this shit? There it is. You just go tell on everybody, Steve? Jeff said you got to stay quiet. Fifth Amendment.
And they're letting these people operate with paper tags that were expired in either last year, or I still see a ton of 2022.
Tons of tags out here, man.
Paper tags from 2022. That's 25. I've seen 25 months ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell, dude? And here's part of the problem, because we all know that insurance rates go like this, constantly going up. You're never going to get a dip. But when you have more and more and more uninsured motorists, it doesn't just go up, it goes woof.
It skyrockets. The risk is the area you're in.
All those drivers that do not have, and they don't have insurance, by the way.
Yep. Oh yeah. And you guys got to get underinsured, uninsured for all the immigrants that are coming in driving with no insurance. That's affecting Americans' pockets, and people don't see that part of the equation. They just, they'll come over here and they'll just get deported. But once they get deported, my insurance is still the same. It's like, my insurance is not going to drop because we deported all these people. It's like, we've got to come up with a way to keep laws in place to prevent risk from entering our lives. When we let that risk come in, it's adjusted through all the rates we're paying for everything. You got to keep the risk out. Yeah,
now, they did all of that. Some real good talk. I'm going to get to where Rideshare Rodeo.
Bad call.
No.
I'm going to get to the part where Rideshare Rodeo speaks about how he gives out the information first and people are copying off of him. Ain't nobody trying to be a snitch. So ain't nobody getting that off of you. I'm gonna just let you know that, but
they can't sell it to insurance companies, they can't sell it to health companies, they can't do it. So it's like they waited until after Gary Middleton and all them had these fights, and now they're like, well, let's just put per hour on ours then.
They don't integrate it themselves. Lawmakers are now aware of this. They don't integrate it themselves, and they've been shown that. Well, what is that app doing? And the Kevin Kiley from California argued, saying that he was congressman. He said that it doesn't matter what they're doing because they're free and clear of the hire. Who cares? Exactly. That's up to them what it is. But he did finally say, but you know what? Many of them are safety apps that the apps should have in them themselves, and they don't. They want you.
This is when they're speaking about the Middleton technology apps. When I put inside the comment section, let me see if they're here. I put in the comments section the Maximo app and everything else there. Surprisingly, Steve didn't want to talk about that, but they want to talk about the other apps that go in, and Jeff says something briefly about it. But let me see. Let me see. Where am I at on these messages?
Make a decision in an intersection.
That's why Lyft started doing it. All of a sudden, putting per hour, how much you're going to make per hour, per mile, this and that. They started putting that in there because they knew we could use any tool we wanted to get the job done as being independent contractors. They said, well, let's make them not want to use other tools. How many years these apps have been out and never put per hour on it? They waited until after Gary Middleton and all them had these fights, and now they're like, well, let's just put per hour on ours then, because they want to do everything. We'll just put it right on the screen. This will be $42 an hour. It'll be $111 per hour. Yeah, but I only get one ride for $7 this hour. I'm not getting a lot. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
That's my appointment right there, man.
All right.
Yeah. So I got about another hour to go get this truck cleaned up and shower.
You guys, I could get into 100 other things with Jeff, but we'll do another one soon.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to scratch the surface. We had been talking about this for a while, so we've scratched the surface. Now we can come back with some real bad details, especially post-election when the trolls go away a little bit.
This is gonna be good.
He said post-election when the trolls go away a little bit, we can now get into some bad detail. Bad detail is saying that you guys got your friend to go undercover with the cartels and he can't do nothing because his life's in jeopardy. That's bad details right there.
Because I'm like you, dude. I don't mind burning it to the ground.
Yeah. And I'm like, you know what? If it happens,
I don't want to hurt. I'm not saying same thing I said about the grenade and the don't trash it for everybody. I'm not saying that. I'm not going to trash it for everybody. But I'm all about if they're going to play like this, let's call them out. Let's burn them to the ground.
Yeah. And like I said, I just say what everybody sees as to being the obvious, and they don't like it when people speak about the obvious. They want to, label it conspiracy theory. Is it? But then when it comes out to be true, they don't ever want to say that they were wrong about it the whole time. They just move to the next, labeling something.
I'm gonna play a video and a sound bite that I've been using for a long time that speaks about burning and blowing your business up. I've been talking about this for almost 3 years, and they all were like, "No, we don't want to hear that." Now he's like, "Yeah, I'm willing to blow it up. I'm willing to burn it down."
And wrong. It's like, dude, these are not theories out here. We have a right, an American right, to speak about something that we have a hypothesis about based on the research that we have done. If we have a theory, then it's called a theory. Scientific is based on theories. All this is based on theories. If we believe someone is conspiring together to do something, it makes it a conspiracy theory, not a scientific theory. So we take those conspiracies, we start linking them together, we create a theory, they call it conspiracy theory. When it becomes truth, it's no longer a theory, it's now proven. So we should have a right to speak about conspiracy theories. But they want to say it makes people think, and they don't want people to think. They want people to just follow a narrative. Don't speak about a theory, only speak about science. Well, science is nothing but theories, and science changes because it's theory that changes based on the new evidence that came out. Conspiracies change based on the new theories that come out. This is what we do over here. We speak on it, man.
So last little tip to you guys, if you want to Google something funny and learn something you might not even know about, you might even live in the Las Vegas area and you might not know this. Guys, Google Uber Eats Rico case, Las Vegas.
Ooh, this is a good one.
I'll leave it with that. We're not going to get into it tonight, but I'm just saying, you guys can go do some of your own research on this. Go look it up. There's something major going on there. And again, Rico would imply all the platforms.
Because it's conspiracy, racketeering, it's all of them together.
Right. If they can apply it to Uber, they'll just attach it to DoorDash, Lyft.
Because they're all pretty much the same.
You guys are all doing the same. Well, we're not doing exactly that. We don't care. You're doing so much sketchy stuff. We're just going to tie you all in.
And prove, your innocence at this point, because we've got enough to prove that you're not innocent. That's why that 2.1 million, I'm telling you, man. And I've made videos about Lyft line, about how much they're claiming they're paying people. I did a whole video about what's guaranteed versus bonuses versus. I did a whole video about that because it's sketchy language that they use to trick people who don't think fast. Because people are like, oh man, look at this. I get, $1,200 guaranteed, man. I'm gonna do all these rides, and at the end, I'm gonna get this $1,200. No, it's guaranteed.
Right.
Like, if you make 1,201, they ain't paying you shit.
They ain't gonna give you shit.
And they'll throttle you down near the end. We all know the game.
Yep. That's it, man. We've done this for a long time.
Look, I mean, they say it's an algorithm, and we don't like that. I'm starting to think this is way conspiracy side of me. Is that some driver accounts are like actually being monitored by an actual person. Like, I hate you. You're getting this offer.
Oh yeah.
It's gotta be coding, man. It's coding. Sitting there like, screw you, man. Here's another $2. You like that?
Exactly. Put all these accounts in the red code. Put all these accounts in the blue code. Put all these accounts in the green code. And they just start throwing us in different codes. And it's like, man, I've been red coded. It's like, what? My account sucks this week. I'm red coded. It's like, man. All right, Steve, my brother. Hey, thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, we got a lot more to talk about. We'll get past this election, guys, and we'll have a lot more to talk about.
Oh yeah, we're gonna let this happen.
So,
I ain't gonna tear up YouTube too bad.
Yeah, no. But you guys, thanks for joining us, Jeff. Thanks for joining both channels. Thanks for joining. This is the kind of collabs we need. Too many content creators hear things I say or Jeff says, and they regurgitate them. And I don't mean this mean. Well, yeah, I do, because they say it wrong. Yeah. Don't be regurgitating if you don't understand what we're talking about.
Comprehension, man.
Email me. Email Jeff. I know he's open to an email. Email.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, did you hear him just say, email me when I'm up there speaking and he says regurgitating? I'm a news channel. I'm a source myself. I go out there and do the work. He's throwing shots out at other channels out there that he wants to say they don't get the information first and all that. Well, we know that you are a double snitch. And you did not want to answer real questions because you didn't want to be put on the spot like that. We ain't got to send you an email if we're speaking to you live. When I watch your freaking live show, you're answering questions right then and there. When Sam Lee has something to say, it was only one thing that got you upset. You made sure you spoke about it. I'm in there helping out the live, sharing it out, doing all this stuff and asking questions, and you ignore them. Then you go back and say that, hey, I saw you had questions. Motherfucker, answer them then. Why didn't you leave me? Your comment was an answer to my question. Ain't nobody trying to regurgitate your shit, because guess what? You got to go get the information also, just like we all do. Just like we all do. You got to do a better job at paying attention and answering questions and not putting your own friend's life in danger over clicks and views for YouTube. How about that?
Question before you make something that's completely wrong because you heard something and took it the wrong way.
Yep.
Now, I didn't hear none of this the wrong way. That's why I'm giving a live reaction for it. That was the end of that right there. That was the end of that interview right there, that one-on-one. Jeff did a great job by keeping things right where it should be. He didn't snitch. He didn't tell certain things. He made sure that the information is out there. And if you build it, they will come. Okay, Field of Dreams. So, yes. Now let me get over to my channel now. Myself. Oh, do I want to go on YouTube or go on StreamYard? Let me see. I'll come over on YouTube. Okay. Yup said he tells everyone to email him, even myself. DoorDash, you can run on multiple phones at the same time. Yeah, you can do that on Uber Eats. They can fake the facial recognition too. Damn, that is crazy. He said, damn, I'm gonna have to rewatch a lot. Yeah, yup. We got all the way up in there. Rideshare Rodeo got his friend. Rodeo, yup, got his friend. He almost can't do no more ride share and stuff and no more gig work. He running from the police, man. He running from the cartels. Steve got his own buddy running from the cartels. You got to switch it again. Let me see. Running from the cartel. Running from the cartels. Then he goes say, well, I don't know it's them, but yeah, I do. It's the cartels. And, he was working with me and he says the other guy's name. And then all of a sudden, while working with them, he goes ahead and gets involved with trying to go undercover to break out the Venezuelan in the cartel issue without having no backup from the police, FBI. You're dealing with cartels, so DEA, ATF, ICE. He didn't tell him to go get in contact with any of the groups that can actually help him. And I'm like, dang, he told him to go in there. Y'all told him, yeah, go in there. I got your back. What the hell y'all go do if they got this dude hemmed up and they trying to take his money and kidnap his people and stuff? You guys were like, yeah, now people, look, we told you it can happen. They kidnapped our friend. Y'all up here trying to talk about it for content and ain't doing nothing about it. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Let me get up in here. We're going to do some station identification right now. Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hot fact. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and add you on my other phone. Hot facts. Facts with Robert Reese. Damn, you pull right on up. You know what I think I seen. Alright, here you go. Y'all go ahead and go subscribe to Hot Facts with Robert Reese. He dropping some knowledge. Just subscribe. Let me hit that notification bell. I can't tell everybody to do that and I don't do it.
Oh yeah, people, go ahead and check it out there. And let me see. We gonna do it like that. And I gotta listen to Torp one more time. He calls out the DoorDash revolution, everybody else. He goes in and just about pretty much says, I am racist inside. If it comes out, it comes on out. I'm gonna play this again because this was crazy.
That's a hard no. You can't. Look, I'm watching the same motherfuckers you are, man. I do it on a daily. This shit's entertaining. Don't tell me somebody's private in their videos, man. I mean, like, you got one of them special fucking egos to where you get to, like, fucking do, like, you're a member. Yeah, kind of like a tool. You're a fucking member. You paid to see this. You motherfuckers that pay this. You paying to see this shit? That's on you, man. Don't look at me. Don't get pissed off. A lot of you motherfuckers get pissed off at me because you fucking paying subscriptions to have a private view of the same fucking shit. I almost said the N-word. Look what you guys are fucking doing to me. I almost said the N-word. You fucking Negroes! What the fuck is wrong? See, that's just going to hit all kinds of sides. What? Motherfuckers, you don't even know what the fuck you are anymore, do you? Private? Jaded? Really? Private. That's your bitch right now. A private video. I gotta listen to this. About the flavor that I put on Thunder? Motherfucker, he paid off Flex. What are you missing? Bitch ass monkey spunk. What are you missing, boss? Been on Flex's Live that did the exact same fucking thing that fucking Thunder does. Point blank. Same exact smart talk, smooth talk. I got your fucking dick in my mouth talk. Hey, Flex, no disrespect, man, but Thunder has gotta go, man. I mean, if that motherfucker couldn't spend the money on you that he does, what the fuck would he have left? Besides just the D-Rev. Dude, you're pissing me off. You shouldn't be doing that right now. I don't know if you understand what that means. D-Rev, don't piss me off. I will fuck up everything that you stand for in a heartbeat. You need to show me some fucking love, man. I've been showing you love. You ain't gonna show me none back. Hey, Flex. Hey, Alex, show me some fucking love, man. I've been showing you love. You ain't gonna show me none back. Hey, Flex. Hey, Alex. Do me some fucking love here. I will fuck up the Rev. This motherfucker ain't got shit on me. You think somebody's got shit on me? Rev, you know, you could have stepped up to the plate a little bit more than you did. You got a fucking wrench from Flex and all of a sudden you fucking dive? Scuba Deer out. That means that your channel can't. Do you really want to see that? You're the monetized motherfucker. Ask Robert Reese all about it. Just push your shit on the other side. I got you on both sides, man. My channel can do things. That pisses me off, man. You guys shot to come back, Rev. And if you don't, I'll just push your shit on the other side. I got you on both sides, man. My channel can do things that your channel can't. Do you really want to see that? You're the monetized motherfucker. Ask Robert Reese all about it. You're monetized, Rev. You are. What are you doing with it? How much money you make? You got some of the fucking sacrilegious Big Macs up your ass or what? I ain't mad at you yet. Don't get me mad at you. Hey, Robert Reese, why don't you set your boy straight? You're over there with fucking Felix, not Felix, that's fucking Alex. Oh my God, you guys changed your fucking names too much. So what's up, Hot Facts with Robert Reese? You gonna fucking handle this or not? I gotta handle it for you. You got more subs than I do. What's up, baby boy? You need to be beat up a little bit? I can do that. Why don't you fucking handle this, man? You supposed to be in the news. Why don't you over there on Flexes popping off? Only thing that you're popping off on right now is cherries. And fucking Hector. Are you serious right now? That's it? Nobody wants to give a fuck what you got to say in the third hour, man. That's just weird for me. I'm like this.
Economy. The boss, when it means something you could say. Again, Jerry, you ought to just come.
But when you do El Negro, try to remember something. You're supposed to. I do. You did a good job. You made most of us believe that the of how this shit works. Robert Reese. I'm sorry.
All right, people. Torp goes all the way in. He does his Torp thing. And that was crazy right there. If you guys are into the gig space and know about the stuff that goes on, that is crazy right there. That we got people out there doing that, saying those type of things and getting up saying that they make money off of everybody else out there. That I think that is just hilarious. We had some great news. We had some great stuff going in, people. Go get your money. Transition over to what you got to do to make sure that you do go get your money. Don't snitch on your business partners and your friends for views. Don't get them involved with the cartels when you don't want to do that themselves or yourself. Yeah, and don't go showing their face all over YouTube and sharing their video around like it's the best thing to do. It's not the best thing to do, and it's actually trash. It's actually trash. So I would like to say for my man Luis, I hope your life gets back to normal. I hope fucking with the cartels was not the best thing to do. You realize that because normally when you want to fuck with the cartels, you're supposed to be doing a story to where they know what you're doing. You know, they'll be able to trust you. They'll hide their faces out and they'll tell you about how they're doing the game with the actual renting of the accounts. They'll block them faces just like how they got the reporters that go in when they show you how they are doing their drug smuggling operation. They'll let you know you got to be in there and do it right. You don't go in there to try to act like you cool with them and then double cross them. You guys will not survive in the regular city. I swear you guys will not survive in the regular city. You guys will not survive in the regular city at all. Diana Ross will not be singing that song for you guys at all. It'll be titled like, How Can I Survive? How did I survive? Oh, I snitched on everybody here. Woo-wee. I think that's cold. You got to slow them down all the way down. I think that's cold. I think that is super cold. And I think that is super cold. You don't go breaking the codes, people, when you're doing this work. Lights finna turn red. You don't go breaking the code. You stay true to yourself. Stay humble. Thank you to the new subscribers who subscribed today. I see exactly that it all went through. Thank you guys for tuning in, and thank you guys for the actual, like, the beginning of this, because I was dropping some major jewels in the beginning, but we got it all straight. We got it all straight, and we are here right now. Let's see, what are we doing every few minutes right now? We're doing all right every 60 minutes right now. The views are going in pretty good. So we are A-okay. We will be ending this one. I will be on other live streams today. So go ahead and find me wherever you want to. If you got questions, go ahead and get those in, or go ahead and ask Rideshare Rodeo and see if he gets back to you. Ask him why he was replying to Sam Lee about wasn't even about questions, and why he refused to even acknowledge mine. Go ahead and just start asking him all that stuff. You're not doing it for me. Like he said, get your research on. Do some research, ask the question, see if you get your answer from your research. He can't say, well, I didn't see it and all that, because I just debunked every excuse he could possibly have before. That's why he tried to send me a message while on my live, while I'm talking about him and what he did. I went ahead and blocked every excuse that the man can possibly produce. We got to get to the real. And from seeing that, the no work clause seems like it's real if you were ignoring him. And we've seen you in chat say, I don't respond to him, I don't talk to him, I don't do anything. So from what your actions were working with one of my buddies, Jeff, the no work clause that you put in for your camp is all the way true. With that being said, people, you've been watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Let me go ahead and get us on out of here. If you got a question, put it on up, because once I hop in StreamYard right here, people, we go be out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2 and do what we got to do. Let me go ahead and hop on in. Let me just jump it on in. Let me jump it on in. Let me jump it on in. My boy Bonifacio used to say, let me jump it on in. Let me jump it on in. Let me jump in on in. He used to have me rolling. Let me jump it on in. But without further ado, people, we out of here like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. You got anything to say, Amelia? Because I'm finna sign on out. She said peace. She said peace. She said peace. Peace to everybody. Peace to everyone. Peace to everyone. I'll see y'all later.